Hello, everybody, and welcome to Adrift in Aldhalor, our weekly actual play D&D show set in our homebrew world of Aradun. Our music is licensed through Musicbed.com, that's what it's called, and our ambience when we use it is usually through Syrinscape. And I'm going to bring Shannon on to talk about our partners.
Did you forget my name,
No,
Sean?
I was waiting for the transition to go.
It sounded like you forgot my name.
Watch the VOD. Anyway.
Hi, everybody.
Get in the comments.
Happy Monday. Welcome to Paradise. We're so happy you're here, wherever you are watching, be it live right now or on the YouTubes. I'm going to talk about our partners. I'm going to start with Arcane Spec. Oh, crap. I didn't start my Audacity. I'm starting that right now.
I didn't start mine either. You said that.
It's literally, I did that on purpose on my notes here. First things there, Audacity. All right, now it's recording. Arcane Spectacles! Roll for initiative and check out Arcane Spectacles, your haven for all things TTRPG. Their personalized D&D themed Christmas ornaments will be a critical hit under or on your tree, and their top-notch tabletop RPG accessories will give you an edge in battle. Customize their ornaments with your party's names to show off your adventuring party like never before. Don't miss out on your chance to level up your tabletop experience with Arcane Spectacles. Visit them at arcanespectacles.com. Next, we have Underground Oracle Publishing. They are a best-selling, Emmy-nominated TTRPG publisher building new and exciting settings for the cipher system of every genre that you can imagine. Each setting includes everything you need to explore its unique world, including lore, species, descriptor, foci, creatures, ciphers, artifacts, and all of the rules that you need to play. For as little as $3, you can join their Patreon and help shape each of the worlds that they create. Next is Eddie Yorke, our lovely character artist. He's an illustrator based in the UK who makes art for games and books. To visit his portfolio and get in contact with him, visit eyorke.com. Last but certainly not least is 1985 Games. They create affordable, accessible, high-quality accessories for D&D and other tabletop role-playing games. Sean, how about their NPC? Yeah, look at you. You were ready. Look at those NPC cards. How awesome are they?
Very.
Thanks.
No, they're very nice. They've got stuff on the back so that you don't
like
have
what,
to prepare
Sean?
Anything. If you
like
don't
what?
want to.
What's on there? What's on the
Personalities, quirks, flaws, goals, and secrets.
Dun dun dun.
Yep.
Awesome.
And there's a bunch of them.
You're so good at this. If you would like to purchase those amazing NPC cards or any of their other wares, use code ParadiceProd for 10% off your entire order. All right, couple of miscellaneous things here before we get started. We have recaps, weekly recaps that Sean writes for us on our Discord, so that you can easily and quickly catch up on the previous week's session. And we've got some other channels in there too, so come join us on Discord if you haven't already, and join us in Paradise on Blue Sky, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Done. Let's play, and let's hope we don't die, because some of us
you
are
are pretty low on health.
Pretty low on health.
Let's transition over to big camera. Start our recap. That's nope. My recap is blocking the battle camera. So let me read that first. Last we left off, Iron and Mana infiltrated the Vulcarian mine to stop the occupation. They split themselves into two teams for this operation, a stealth crew and a parlay crew. Our stealth crew positioned themselves Saskia invisible and waiting for her opportunity for reconnaissance, and Jacquette magically disguised as one of the Cutter Brigade gang members. Bruce, Fearn, and Septimus arrived diplomatically, and as they waited to see the artifact sow discord amongst the Cutters and the Aradunai. They implied that the Aradunai had no plan to honor their agreement with the Cutters, and spoke in feigned whispers of the value of the artifact. Predictably, these rumors spread to the leader of the Cutters, Bors. Nevertheless, the three were led to the artifact, and in its presence, felt the overwhelming force of it. A buzzing in their skull, pain in the eyes, and a sense of dread upon looking into its void black surface. The first to fully feel this oppressive force was Bruce, as he cast Identify on the pillar. He felt the presence absorb his vision with all-consuming desire to devour. Fearn's protection from good and evil staved off the worst of it as long as he could, but the presence within the pillar seemed to latch onto Septimus particularly. It called to him, and he felt the lure of the void. He cast his sacred flame into the dark pillar and watched dazzling gold fill the carved runes and grooves like rivers of light. His hand magnetized to the pillar, and in these tantalizing moments, the rest of the team noticed the cutters gathering and surrounding the Araduni. Fearn stepped forward to protect his friends. Sass, still invisible, prepared to support him. Jacquet positioned himself behind the enemy line, as Bruce attempted to free Septimus from the overwhelming presence within the pillar. Something only Bruce seemed to notice at this point. All of this faded from Septimus's view, as he, too, felt the void overtake him. Then a voice spoke to him, at first stoic and then distorted and deep from within the obsidian pillar. The voice offered a gift. And as Septimus accepted, the voice said, "I will take a pound of flesh now, and you will never hide your true flesh again." In this moment, time rapidly returned to his perceptions as his arm exploded from the pillar to his shoulder with a concussive boom. Bruce quickly teleported Septimus away from the pillar and went to help him. As the party reacted, Bors, the cutter leader, threatened the Araduni and took control of the situation. Jacquet, still disguised, egged him on. And as he did so, Bors stepped forward and struck two of the Araduni prone, and ascended the steps towards the artifact. As he began strangling Altair, the Araduni leader, Saskia, attacked from the shadows, and a fight began. A long and bloody fight began with Jacquet attacking from the shadows and the rest of the party bottlenecking the cutters at the stairs. Bolts flung through the air as blades clashed and spells flared. Rage boiled over in Bruce as the sheepish kobold shifted to a vengeful beast with magic at his fingertips. Fearn raged against the artifact, attempting to open it up to leverage the treasure inside. Sass fought toe-to-toe with Bors as Septimus attempted to overcome his grievous wound. Sass and Bruce were knocked unconscious and on death's door as Bors threatened Septimus and Fearn with demands of surrender. In that moment, Saskia overcame her wounds, and Septimus healed Bruce back to consciousness. The balance shifted away from the cutters as one of the Araduni regained his footing as well. At this moment, Fearn had broken into the pillar and reached for the artifact inside. Red lights glimmered from a golden automaton inside. As Septimus suspected and hoped, a machina rose from the pillar, golden armored with a gleaming eye, much like the description of the angel that committed the murders in Hyven. And this is where we left off. So, the battle, very much so not over yet. This entity has entered the foray. I guess the best thing to do before kind of jumping right back into initiative is, what is everyone's state of mind at this moment? Where is each character? We can just go through one at a time. Fearn.
I guess, yeah, I was going to say, it's
you
my
are
turn, so
right in front, and it's just the end of your turn. You see this creature lift itself from the pillar. What is Fearn's current state of mind? What does his reaction seem to be?
I mean, first, instinct is him just saying, "Oh, crap." But I just want to clarify something, because, like, I used action surge to grab the creature, like the thing, before I even knew that it was alive. And did it just, like, immediately succeed that, or did it predict my movements? Like, what was the sort of reaction there with the attack?
Sure. So, remind me, did you attack at it, or were you trying to grab it and to pull it out?
I was using a bonus action to use an action to grapple. That was the plan, at least.
Okay. Well, why don't we just resolve that now?
Okay.
And go ahead and give me a grapple check.
What is that? Athletics?
Yeah.
Or is it I have to roll an attack first?
Nope, it's athletic. You could do athletics.
Okay.
Are you still enlarged?
Yes, I am still
So you have
enlarged, so I do have
advantage.
an advantage on that, so I'm gonna roll one more time.
Like you
Okay,
need
that's
it.
a 27.
Okay, so what I would say, Bruce, I'm sorry, not Bruce, Fearn, is this thing, because you're enlarged, is the real reason why you're able to grab this thing and pull it out, because it is larger
Right.
than you normally would be. Which, granted, you'd still be able to do this, but you basically, like, the creature, not creature's the wrong term, the construct. It is a creature by D&D terms, but the construct is like lifting itself out, I imagine. Because as you like reached your hand in, the lights came on and the creature started to rise, but you grab onto it to pull it out of there. When you notice what it is, are you still following through to complete this and hold on to the creature's arms?
I think that since the forward momentum is coming towards me,
Yes.
maybe I would sort of like basically try and pull it out and like make it lose its balance and like pull it in front of me. Sort of thing, like basically just like tugging it so it goes in front and I'm behind it.
That is totally
Something
fair.
like that.
I think that makes sense since you are of the same size as it, as opposed to a smaller creature trying to maneuver it around. You would all see Fearn pull this 10-foot tall construct out and basically let it fall in front of him and then grab onto it. And he is holding on to what you presume is the said artifact now, this standing, moving machina. So, just briefly, reactions from everyone. Where is your character? What is your character's mindset? What are they looking at? What are they focusing on? We'll just go through the initiative order. Saskia, this is not your turn. I just want to check where you are.
Yeah. That's me behind. I'm on the ground, right?
Yeah, you're on the ground behind Fearn.
And that wolf thing is Fearn, enlarged Fearn, right?
Yep.
Or is that new Fearn? It doesn't matter.
It's new. Fearn.
So
The golden armored fella is the construct. So I guess. It's
okay. So I'm on the ground, like barely holding myself up with my hands, and just having fallen from the rafters and looking up at this thing like, I'm gonna fucking die. This is where it ends. This is where it ends. It's gonna happen. So I'm just kind of like looking at it, and my mind is racing, trying to think of how I'm going to get away from it.
Okay. Septimus, you see exactly what you hoped was in there, and coming out, but you also see your ally Fearn holding on to it in an aggressive manner.
Septimus is fully convinced that this thing will help us in the coming fight, and is still aggravated at Fearn for not listening to him before and resisting his whole person when he was attacking it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Jacquette, you are still able to see this, but you are far from the actual clusterfuck. What's Jacquette?
Right.
Reaction?
I imagine at this, like, Jacquette had just rushed down the stairs after fighting the two in that like cavern exit.
Yeah.
And he like bangs against the side of the wall, like taking cover, has his crossbow out, and like sights down like he's gonna aim at boards, and then sees this thing and he just kind of lowers and goes, "Oh, you motherfuckers. What the fuck have I gotten myself into?" As he just shoulders the crossbow again.
Excellent. And Bruce, what is your reaction? You are still in front of Septimus.
Yeah.
So I imagine you're basically at Septimus's feet because you had been knocked unconscious. But you had a turn, so you were able to stand up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bruce's mindset is a way out. Like, what's the way out? Like, he sees this threat in front of him, which is boars, that Bruce cannot take down. Although he's fucking pissed. And he has no idea what this other machina
Yeah.
is. I don't imagine that Bruce can probably, with a quick glance, put together that this is the machina or could be the machina from the murders.
Yeah.
I don't surmise that Bruce could make that, but either way, Bruce just targets it as a potential threat and
blocks it in.
Also, Sean,
yes,
Lollyrock was flying back.
Correct.
Where
Correct.
are we with that? I mean, Bruce probably wouldn't know, but
yeah, but I do believe I told you. I believe I said it was going to take 2 rounds, so I would say that Lollyrock would be here by now. Would be in so on your next turn, you can absolutely connect with Lollyrock.
Got it. All right, awesome. Thank you.
No problemo. All right, so it is. Well, first I'll describe how Boars and the bandits are reacting. Boars, having just 6 seconds prior, told you all to surrender, then subsequently watched 2 of you come back from the brink of death, and then 1 of you release a giant automaton machine. He is no longer grinning in a position of ultimate authority. Like, he was coming from a position where he legitimately was like, it's over. There's nothing they can do. I will kill them if they try anything else. To a position of, this is a real fight now. So, before he goes, actually, I'm sorry. The machina actually goes, based on its initiative roll.
Ooh. It can't move.
I can't move. All right.
Do whatever it wants. It's God.
I mean, it can break the, what do you call it? Grapple, right?
All right. Oh my god, I completely forgetting how grapple works. You just can't move, right? His movement's down to 0.
Unless, its movement is down to 0. If it's prone, you have to do the prone things. But generally, grapple only affects movement. If you want to get out of it, I think you have to use an action to,
Alrighty.
make a check.
Just always making sure, because my brain always forgets whether or not they can attack while they're grappled.
They can.
And they can. I know they can, yeah. But I always forget, like, is there a disadvantage or anything? But there is not. All right, is going to attack Fearn then, as the thing holding it down. It has. All right, Fearn, it is coming at you with a 21 to hit. If you're saying anything, you're grappled, or you're muted.
Could I use a reaction shield? Because it's vocal and somatic, so it would need my hands to shield. But technically, he needs his hands to attack, right? So
yes, but he's not. You're the one using your hands in this situation because he's grappled. His arms are not. This is the weird thing about grapple. It's like he can still like smack you, I guess, with his melee attacks. But you are using up your hands to hold this grapple. Although you can attack it, I believe, when you are grappling something.
Right. So maybe I'm shielding with my. Or like I'm grappling him with my legs and shielding with
I'd allow you to use your. I'd allow you to do a reaction.
A one-handed shield.
And maybe I wouldn't allow it if you were small, Fearn. But since you are full sized, you can like grab it with one arm and use the other arm for your somatic components.
Yep. Then I'm gonna cast shield, and that doesn't hit.
All right. So its first attack. Basically, Fearn, you can see, like, as you're holding onto it, like, its left arm, like, the machine part shifts and almost liquefies. like a Terminator 2 Terminator, and yeah, the T-1000, and it sort of turns into a tentacle and whips back to whip at your back essentially, but your shield blocks it. But it is going to go for one more of these tentacle attacks for a not going to hit with a 19.
Nice.
And then it's going to use the other arm, which is going to take the form of a a large, like crab-like pincer, and it's going to use that arm to try to latch onto your arm to pull it away. And it's going to miss with a nat 1.
Nice.
Machina is struggling to break free from Big Fearn's grasp.
Big fear.
Big Fearn. All right. With that, it is the minions' turn. They are going to, let's see. One of them is on the stairs, so he's going to run up. And he's going to stare up at the Machina struggling with you, Fearn. And kind of like you could see, anyone looking could even see in this guy's face, it's just sort of like, I don't want to deal with those two. And he's going to look to the other enemies in the area. She can really only go for Sass since she's, well, he could go for,
I just sent you a message.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Still gotta hit you, Sass. I don't think this is gonna hit with an 11.
Oh. No, thank God. No.
This is just a minion. This is not a big dude.
I have 1 hit point, Sean.
I know.
I don't think you did.
I thought you had 4, but that's Bruce,
Nope.
I think.
I got 1.
I also, actually, I'm sorry. You might end up hitting you. I forgot you're prone. So
Yep.
he does have advantage. Natural 1. So he doesn't hit you.
Okay.
Wow.
Our trick shot friends are going to go for, they only know the plan, which is secure the artifact. You all have revealed this artifact to be this creature. They are going to go, they're going to attack Fearn.
Oh, jeez.
Because he is, in this moment, damaging their product.
I didn't do anything. I just holding on to them. I'm keeping them safe, if anything.
I didn't say they were smart.
All right.
All right, so there's 2 trick shots left, and they each have an exploit opening left, so they're going to use it against Fearn.
Gotta beat a 22.
That's true, because you are still. That's a dirty 20 on the first one. The bolts skid off of your shield spell.
Yes! Oh my god, this is the best shield ever.
All right. So, at the same time, the second in command is going to get up there. Except there's not really any space for him. Since you have clustered them up in a way that they can't really get to you all properly. Oh, does he have any 3? Not really. He's just gonna need to wait till you all thin out this situation. They might need to retreat. All right. The minions. There's one other trick shot left who is gonna chase after Jacquette. Jacquette, I don't recall. Did you do any kind of hide when you were down there?
No, I had to disengage from him, so.
Okay. So this trick shot is going to get an attack off on Jacquette. That is going to be a natural 20 against Jacques there.
All right, silvery barbs.
I was going to wait to see if you all remembered from last week that he said if you say nat 20, make sure you use that.
Oh, yeah. I was ready for it.
Okay, that is going to turn into a 12 to hit.
Negative, sir.
All right.
I imagine he like comes around to like takes the aim and fires, and like as he's about to click the trigger and like it would have been like a kill shot. Jacques just turns to look at him and goes, "You are not worth my time." And the guy's like, "What?" and fires, and it just.
Yeah, absolutely, as it just skitters off and shatters against some of the stone of the mine. Okay. So that brings us to Boars' turn. Okay. All right. He's starting to think a little differently. He is going to attempt to grapple Bruce.
Oh.
All right, Bruce.
Bruce, no.
He rolled a 17.
Oh, you mean I have good enough strength for this?
You can also do acrobatics.
He has a -1.
Yeah,
Dexterity mod.
it's they're both -2.
Oh, -2.
Come on.
Hey, you just had to roll a natural 19.
Oh, damn it! Oh, it was rolled out natural 20. That's a 6, Sean.
Okay. So he picks up Bruce, basically like Septimus. You just healed Bruce. Bruce, you slug yourself up onto your feet, and he grabs onto Bruce at this point, still holding the sword forward, and just starts to back up. So,
it's the crab monsters all over again.
Sass, you will get an attack of opportunity if you wish. You'll be at disadvantage because you are prone.
Wait, don't I too?
Yep.
Do you have something with reach? Because you're behind Bruce, where Bruce was standing.
Oh. I guess not then.
Okay.
Did I put my I didn't put
Your
my
tentacle went
scimitar
down when
away,
you
did
went.
I? Yeah, tentacle's done. Yeah. But
No, your scimitar is
scimitar's still out. All right, here we go. I don't think it's gonna. No, 13.
does not.
Oh, that was only for my ears.
Well, it was for everybody's. The universe.
As he drags Bruce to the top of the stairs, letting his soldiers in, so to speak, into the fight. I mean, I guess he could do that before he walks away.
Do what, Sean? Do what?
Sass, give me a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
You say? That would be a 6.
All right, Sass. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he grabs. He basically, Sass, this is what happens. Sass goes to stand up.
Tell me.
As you all are in like a moment of being very like, we've got this. Oh no, there's a robot, but maybe we still got this. He grabs Bruce and is holding him like a neck hold up, and like he sees Sass about to get up, and he straight up just kicks you right in the face with his boot as hard as he can, as he then starts to back away with Bruce in arm down the steps. Okay. Saskia.
Yeah.
You're up.
Yeah.
With Septimus on deck.
Let's roll that death saving throw, everybody. That would be a 14. Whew!
Just get another nat 20. Like you
Yeah.
did last week.
Yeah, it's great. 1 success. I had a plan too.
Okay.
Damn it.
Septimus, you're up. Jacques, you're on deck.
Just muted that for a second.
All good. You're right here.
Yep.
There's a machina in front of you with your friend wrestling with it. And then 2 enemies in front of you with boars behind them. Your spiritual weapon is still up.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Septimus will kind of... I don't remember what position he was, but like he'll get his feet grounded and he will yell out towards the machina, like, "Great machine, please forgive my friend's insolence. They know not better, but I am your servant. These are the ones," pointing to the bandits, "that you must dispatch of. Please, and help the fallen," as he but gestures towards Sal as well. "Your brethren have fallen as well. Please assist." As he'll then use an action to hold person again.
On Fearn?
No, he'll do it on Boars because
okay.
he's got a knife to bruise his throat.
You got it, boss.
Wisdom
What
save.
kind of save is it again? Sorry.
Wisdom save.
Come on.
That is a success. You rolled a 10.
Ooh, yes.
It's
okay.
a...
I thought you were saying he's
success.
I'm so sorry. I seem to have forgotten how to talk about D&D. I forgot how grapple works. I'm like, it's a success for you. No, he failed the roll with a 10. He is held in that moment.
Excellent.
Is there
Way
a
to go,
persuasion
Septimus.
roll involved with towards the machina?
Yes, I was going to ask for that, and then I got distracted by forgetting how saving throws work. Give me a persuasion roll.
You're doing great, Sean.
Yes. But also, again, I also don't know how it works as far as him grappling Bruce, but him being held, he's paralyzed is what it is. So that's the condition.
So I mean, Bruce can wiggle out.
Paralyzed.
I think grapple
Yeah,
just ends.
I would say that,
paralyzed
Bruce
creatures
can-
are incapacitated. They fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against them have advantage. And any attack against the creature is a critical hit.
Grappled, the condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated.
Nice.
Boom.
Thank you, Stefan. I was just reading that.
Thank you, Stefan.
Bruce, he freezes up and you slip out from underneath his arm down to the ground.
Sweet.
Nice, Septimus.
And
nice.
that persuasion roll is a 6.
Oh.
Hey, what do we expect?
What do you want from me?
Alex will still be taking data.
The machina just seems unerred by your words. For a moment, Septimus, you're not sure what's going on exactly with it. Between what you promised, you're not sure if you promised something to this machina or to a greater machina or to some greater being. But this machina seems unerred by what you say.
Okay.
Anything else, Septimus?
Yes. Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Well, yeah, you can hit boars with it, or
Yeah,
you can hit one of the
I'm
other
gonna
guys.
Smack board with it.
Okay.
Is that gonna kill the whole person though?
No.
No, it doesn't.
That's
a
why hold
concentration
person is a
spell.
very good spell,
Sweet.
especially when you've thinned out a lot of the ads.
What was the attack about? Any attack that hits. Okay, yeah. So I have an attack roll still with advantage. Good thing it has advantage because there's my nat 1. Okay, that's better. That's 25 to hit.
That'll hit. So go ahead and roll. Well, it's an auto crit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the damage for a spiritual weapon?
It's 1d8 plus 3.
Okay, so it's going to be 8, and then roll another d8. So roll a d8, yeah. Go ahead and roll the damage normally, and just add
7
8 to it.
So then 15.
15, nice.
Bang.
As I imagine, it's like in Bruce Almighty when he freezes him and it starts smacking him in the face. And it just sort of like onto his face as it is dealing near maximum damage.
Sweet.
Excellent. As he is paralyzed there and unable to defend himself in that way. Love it.
And then Septimus will back up into. Is there like a little wall that's like in that corner there?
There is a little alcove you can hide in.
Yes, I would love to do that to prevent me from getting shot and losing concentration.
Fair enough.
Good call.
All right, anything else, Septimus?
That'll do it.
All right, Jacques, you are up with Bruce on deck.
All right, aiming down his crosshairs, fires into the back of Boars.
Nice. Go ahead and roll to hit. Oh, hot damn. Hold person on a boss with a rogue in the shadows.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. It is a
To
crit.
our defense of it as well, he bit on that thing 3 times.
Yes, no, you're completely right. Like he used up his what equates to a legendary resistance for him.
That is 16 magical piercing.
Oh boy.
Not bad.
Suddenly the HP is going down fast.
And then Jacques is going to move around that central pillar so that he is as out of sight as possible. Oh, he's going to go hang out with, who's that behind there?
Yeah. Jacques, you're like, I imagine you're like backing up, like holding onto the wall, and then suddenly you turn around and it's just the bunny face right there.
Oh, by the 9, who the fuck are you?
That's true, you have never seen this woman. She just looks at you and holding up these 2 big-ass swords before turning and looking up, around the corner at the remaining cutters. She does not say anything.
Yeah. Go get him, bunny. And then bonus action.
Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Oof, that's only a 17.
17? Okay.
And then I end my turn.
Okay. Bruce, you're up. Fear, and you're on deck.
All right, so I just was dropped. I now have vision again. Of the room and whatnot. Who's that spectral?
That's Septimus's spiritual weapon.
Okay, thank you. And as far as ads go in this other room, I see the 2 crossbowmen.
Crossbowmen are just out of your tremor sense, but if you're using Lolly Rock, you can see. Obviously.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then who's that other person at the bottom of the base of the steps?
That is the knight from the Aradunai who's slowly getting up to try to join the fight.
Okay.
So, sort of ally, maybe neutral, not a threat.
Okay. I imagine Bruce is going to get dropped, and for flavor, he rolls down the stairs a little bit.
I love that.
And he gets up and he sees the crossbowmen and steps up with 1 foot and twists his ankle and no, he doesn't twist.
Falls
his
down
ankle.
the rest of the
Completely.
stairs.
Casts magnify gravity on those 2.
Ooh, nice. And that's what kind of saving throw is that?
That should be a Constitution.
What's their con? Not super great. All right, first one got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Second one got a 9.
Okay, so 1 pass, 1 fail.
Okay. What happens to them? They take force damage.
Yes, 9 force damage, not halved. And yeah, and the one that did not save has their movement speed reduced by 10.
Minus 10. Okay. And then you
Yep.
said it's half damage for the others?
Yeah.
I also just completely forgot about a fourth archer that was blending in with the rocks right here.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
yeah, he was like standing.
Would
on a rock.
I have seen them?
Yes. How big is the radius on it?
It is a 10-foot radius. So
Okay,
probably
so
not
then
big
you
enough.
would probably not be able to
Or-
get that one too.
Okay.
Or
All right.
10-foot
So-
radius. No, you could get him. You could get him. He's
Okay,
right on the
then I would
edge.
like to get him.
Oh, that's mine. I gotta roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fails also.
Okay. All right, cool.
And that one's actually
Um,
more injured than the other two.
Okay. So yeah, I do that. And then bonus action.
Mhm.
Can I do anything bonus action? Bonus action call. Hold on, I think I could do this. Where the hell's Lollyrock? Lollyrock, where are you? Why is D&D Beyond so hard to navigate? It's really not. It's really, really great. I'm pretty sure with my bonus action I can use my bird, Lollyrock.
You should be able to, yeah.
And I want a force strike, so I just want Lollyrock to just dump a turd.
Yep.
Ranged weapon attack, +4 to hit. On the remaining, I don't know if it's remaining, but one of the other crossbow people.
Let's get a mini out for Lollyrock.
Dropping payload.
Oh yeah, 22 to hit.
Nice. That'll definitely hit. Which one do you want to hit? You want to hit because there's 3 of them over here.
Yep.
One right here, like on top of a rock, who's the most damaged.
All right.
This one's strongest, and this one's second most damaged.
All right. Well, probably the weakest of the ones.
Lollyrock drops a poop on him. How much
Yeah!
damage does the little robot
turd
turd
do?
do?
Let's
Said
find
turd do
out.
at the same time.
Woo! That's 5 damage, Sean. 5 force
Wow,
damage.
that is
Wow.
a forceful turd.
That is a forceful turd right there.
Guys, looking rough. Very rough.
Who'd you poop on?
My
one of the-
crossbowman, my trick shot.
Yeah.
Well, Lollyrock's got a trick shot of its own.
Anything else, Bruce?
No, that'll be it.
All right,
I was
Theon, you're
hoping
up.
that the poop would kill him, so that way you could do some minion splash damage.
No, these guys aren't minions. It's only the spearmen who are minions.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you know, that's what I thought they were initially. Never mind.
It's okay.
So,
See you later.
Sean, what is to my left? Like, is that just a wall? Like, there's no wall there. It's just like a drop
where your character's left? Well, it's where the
towards the
cylinder
camera.
was.
Like, if I were to push or like move this guy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
drop.
that-
That's a 10-foot drop.
Okay, so I am allowed to move him with half my movement speed. So,
Okay.
with my move action, I would like to take us both over the edge. And
Oh,
try
you want
and
to
get
just
him prone
yeah,
on
you
the
just
ground.
want to completely throw yourself to the ground with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yuck him over
Okay.
the edge, and maybe take some attacks of opportunity. Yeah.
You would take one attack of opportunity.
By who?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No, you would not. You had him in front of you.
Did I take any fall damage, and are we prone?
I said it was 10 feet, so you don't take fall damage for a 10-foot fall. It's after 10 feet that you take damage. guess this is more like you're jumping down than it really is you like falling down.
Well, yeah, the plan is kind of just to like, use my strength and pull him over
so I'm
the
sorry.
edge. So
I'm
putting him,
rereading
like,
the fall
in front of
damage
me.
rules, and since you're not taking any damage because it's a 10-foot fall, you do not fall prone. You essentially, like, I imagine you probably land in a scuffle and then like push yourself up against the wall and rise up, so you two are standing still.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool.
But you would not, yeah, as long as it's 10 feet or less, you don't usually take damage.
Cool. All right.
All right, so you all see Theron just sort of tumble off the side with this machina, just sort of holding on to it. He pushes his back up against the wall, holding the machina still in that way. As the creature is like, it's not flailing by any means. It's just sort of calculatingly, like moving its head, the eyeball around as that tentacle-like arm is just moving about, plotting its next attack.
Shit, I missed that it had a tentacle arm.
It formed its regular robot arm into a tentacle.
Oh, cool.
Of like liquid gold.
Do I have any more movement? It would have been 15 feet.
Let's see. You would have done. You would have dropped, so you wouldn't have used movement there. So you have 5 feet of movement left.
All right, I'll take a 5 foot. I'll pull it 5 more feet towards the archers. I was hoping this would help the mini situation. I think I made it worse.
No, it does. I just needed to get it the right spot.
Okay, and now I'm just gonna attack.
Go for the attack.
So, yep. I don't get advantage, but I do get extra damage if I hit. 19 to hit on the first attack.
That will hit.
All right. Bad rolls, but I get to add an extra, I think it's an extra D4 for being large.
It is.
Okay. Oh, made up for it. So that's a 12 damage on the first attack. And
12 damage.
Go
okay.
again.
Hold up. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. Dexterity saving throw. I got a 16.
That is a
with
fail.
Dex.
As you strike this thing, and Septimus, you can maybe just see this around the corner that they are flailing and fighting down there below. As I imagine are holding onto it with one arm and then bringing your weapon down on it, and like sparks fly off of it. As you would see that red light that is sort of like throughout the cracks in the armor suddenly lights up to a blinding white light. As you would just feel an entire shock of lightning just disperse off of it into you, Fearn. Oh, that is the wrong dice. For 11 points of lightning damage.
11 points of lightning damage, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I'm considering using... I can't absorb elements because he's going to attack me next turn, and I'm probably going to need the shield. So, yeah, I'll take the 11.
Okay, go ahead and give me a concentration check. DC 10.
Oh, yeah, okay. Here we
For
go.
your enlarge spell.
I'm fine.
Okay.
And then second attack.
Go for
Because I haven't learned my lesson.
it.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 damage plus a d4 is 14 damage.
Okay. Again, these sparks are kind of coming off of it as this creature is made up of this golden plate armor with the red lights in the eye. No. I didn't. No, I was just narrating. It didn't use a reaction on you there. It used its reaction.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, wait. Nope. One
I didn't
per
know
turn.
if it
One
was
per
like a
turn.
sort of thing that like, yeah, okay, sweet.
It can't. It does have some. But whatever. Anyway.
You can do stuff. I'm
No,
not
it
saying-
can't. It actually can't. I didn't want to say something that wasn't true
Okay.
about its reactions. Okay. Anything else, Fearin?
I have a bonus action, and I can use it to do things, but I probably won't.
Okay. All right. So in that case, or not.
Wait, hold on. I'm still thinking.
What are you considering?
I'm considering using a second wind, but I can't do math.
When do you... It should have the math in there for you.
I didn't know. Like maximum would be 17 HP back, but I'm trying.
You're looking at how much health you need. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I could actually use second wind, so I'm gonna
go
do
for
that.
it. Go ahead and use your second wind.
And now I'm done.
All right, creature's gonna attack you. First attack's gonna miss. Actually,
I gain 10 HP back.
what? Oh, for the... I was like, for what?
Because he got hit.
misses.
Or no, because he missed.
No, because he used you all. All right, I need you all to stop. 17 to hit.
That's my armor class, unless I use a thing. Is that his first attack?
No, it's his second attack. His first attack missed.
My heart says
Remember,
use
all the
shield.
trick shots are gonna have their turn after this.
Yeah, but they
Mhm.
might not attack me because I'm scary.
Debatable.
That they would attack you because you're scary.
We're also in the
Okay.
stage of combat where it's like a single round can completely change everything.
True, I'm gonna use
Of
shield.
attacks.
I'll block
Okay.
it.
Okay. And then its last attack is probably gonna miss, but yeah, last attack's gonna miss with a 16.
Beautiful.
As you and this creature are just going at it, completely Battle of Titans. As it is the Soul Aradunai's turn, who is getting up to join the fight to help you all. As you see the knight, the young knight, stand up, weak from the massive blade that cut into his stomach. Grasping at his stomach with one hand, he is limping towards the trick shots with his other hand held out aloft. As you see a bright fiery red light emit from the gauntlet where there is a ruby embedded. As you can hear you can all hear a like ear-cracking boom. As he just sort of weakly holds this arm up and fires out a blast of fiery energy from the Eye of Sunrise. In a 30-foot cone.
Whoa, that's a big cone.
All three of these. Okay. It's gonna get all three of those trick shots. What is the DC on this? As I play PvP with myself. First one fails. Second one fails. Third one succeeds. Okay. I need D6s. Not as many D6s as a DM should have. Holy shit. Okay. 11, 13. So it deals 15 fire damage to them. And 17 force damage against them. As you can see, the gauntlet looks like charred and steaming from this, as he then kind of collapses back down to his knees, using this very powerful magic item seeming to have weakened him as well. As you can also notice, maybe a little foolish of him to use this in a mine. As you can see, the blast is also damaging supports built into the walls of the mine as small fires are ignited. But he has killed 2 of the trick shots.
Ooh.
And severely weakened one of them. Machina already missed all of its attacks. The trick shots are up. Come down. First one is going to take a shot against Fearon. And this one has not used its ability yet. Or its last one. So, Fearon does not have, you have shield up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a 17, so that's going to miss.
Amazing.
Second one is going to... He's going to... Because of what the hell just happened, he's going to fire on the guy who just shot a bunch of fire at him. And he's going to hit him. Or actually, no, it's disadvantage, so it's going to be... Let's see. Nope, it's actually going to miss. Okay.
Oh.
Trick shots missed big time. The two, the second in command and the spearman up top are going to look at Saskia and sort of be like, she's dealt with.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about her. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
I don't know what to do. I actually can't do anything. I wish
Spearman
No,
is going for Bruce. Second in command, the brawler is going for Septimus. Spearman on Bruce first. 13, does that hit? All right, that's 1 point of piercing damage against you, Bruce. Ow! And then, yeah, that's Bruce. He just comes up and gives you a quick poke. And Septimus. All right, you're gonna. First thing he's gonna do against you is he is going to give you a grab attack. Does a 17 hit you, Septimus?
Yes, just hits.
Just hits, okay. All right, Septimus, you're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Slurp, slurp. And you are grappled by him as he has grabbed you basically out of this corner and pulled you into his grasp.
Yes. It sounded like there was something else on your mind.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just he's gonna do something else with you.
He's a brawler, huh?
Shush.
Can't do that.
Except I don't think he
I'm gonna
can do that, actually. No, he can't. He has to follow through with his other actions. Sorry. This is a... He's gonna do... Oh, he's gonna do his hit, yeah.
You're gonna be punished if you don't decide soon.
No, please,
Yeah.
no, please, no, no.
No, I've decided.
I get the quiet.
Septimus, you are concentrating on hold person, right?
Yes.
All right, so I do need you to make a DC 10 concentration check for the first bout of damage there from the grab.
Yep, that's a 14.
13, all right, then you're good. All right, he's gonna do a haymaker on you. That somehow misses, even though he's holding on to you. You're resisting enough with one arm.
with one arm.
But I like to imagine it's actually the like still somewhat hot mechanical arm that is keeping you kind of like protected here, as that arm is harrowing him in this way that he's basically grabbed onto you, and he's trying to get leverage to get in these punches onto you and drag you out into the battle. But your mechanical arm is opposing. He is gonna drag you a bit, so you're exposed.
Okay, most of the archers are dead now.
That's illegal, though.
That's legal. But that's all he can do. So that goes to Boris' turn. Does he get a save, or is it just no turn?
At the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn, he tries to roll. He rolls a wisdom save again.
Okay. Come on, Borzy.
Don't root for him. He's a bastard.
He got a nat 20.
No.
Do you need vision?
Yes, never mind. Good call, good call.
So Boris shakes it off, and that's the end of his turn. As he shakes it off, and he looks certainly, because it's not like he didn't experience the spiritual weapon smack him in the face. He just couldn't move during it. So it's sort of an almost like all at once. He's like beating himself up into a rage at this point, one could say.
Oh no.
He doesn't have rage, he's not, but
Okay.
it's flavor. He has a stat block. I'm not making things up. Saskia. Not yet. Yeah. Saskia, you're up. Death saving throw, please.
That's a 9, baby.
One success, one failure.
One failure.
One success, one failure.
Okay.
Thanks, Steph.
Actually, I'm gonna say, Saskia, get up! And give her +5 to that roll.
Ooh, with what is it with? Inspired, whatever.
It's yeah.
That saving throws also.
Flash of Genius. It says whenever another creature you see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw. It doesn't specify.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a saving throw. Death saving throw.
Great.
Excellent. That's 2 successes.
Excellent.
Love
Thank
to
you, Bruce.
see it, everybody. We're gonna use our last villain action though here, since this is the twilight hour of the combat, and
No, Kieran's not here.
and he has just come out of some heavy hits on him. So he is going to use his lead from the front villain action at the end of Saskia's turn. Okay, so double movement for this. $15, so that's double movement. He's gonna make an attack against Septimus
Gulp?
with advantage
Who's
with this
Septimus?
ability.
It's Michael Udon.
Michael-
I get a attack of opportunity with my frying pan.
No, I'm sorry. I should have explained. This villain action does say without he moves up to twice his movement speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh,
Sorry, I should have said that so that you weren't disappointed
Fine,
right now.
Oh.
All right, Michael. That is a 25 to hit.
You bastard.
You're a bastard, man.
Well, that hits.
Okay, so it is going to be. Let's see, that is. All right, 9 points of slashing damage and 1 point of poison damage. Give me another saving throw for your constant. Wait, you're not concentrating anything.
Yeah,
anymore.
it doesn't matter. Yeah,
You broke out. Never
I'm
mind.
being attacked by the man that was
Sorry.
held.
I'm being attacked by the held man. But he also each ally within 5 feet of that target can make a melee attack with advantage against the same target. So his second in command is going to get an attack on you as well. Give you a haymaker. Wow, not great. 10 to hit.
It's fantastic. Yeah, no, it's not hitting.
Double 5s with advantage. All right, then he's going to move another 15 feet back. Attack Bruce.
Bless you.
Oh.
For a natural 20. Bruce, you only have like 4 health left, right?
Oh,
I have
Bruce.
3.
Okay, so it's gonna be 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 6 is 18.
19. No, it's... Yeah. Sorry.
Plus the rolled damage is 21 and 24 points of damage.
Well, I didn't die right out, which is good.
Which is good. Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
But you are going to have 2 death saving throws as the spearman then spears you as part of that action.
Oh! Ow!
Oh my god.
Wait.
As he will then use the last bit of his movement that will get him anywhere to make an attack with advantage on Fearn. Guys, this is a third level villain action. It's his final thing. He's gonna try to fuck everything up.
He's doing it.
Alex got attacked
He's
twice.
succeeding.
No,
Yeah,
the thing is, an ally within 5 feet of the target can also make an attack when he does it. So the spearman poked
Oh, it's
Bruce
just
while he
one
was
spear
down.
then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
this
thought
is
it was
why
two
it's good that you guys took out all the ads, because if he used this one and there was all those ads still up, there would have been some problems depending on positioning.
Oh boy.
But I believe he misses on Fearn because he rolled 1 and a 2.
Nice.
I think that's everything he can do. Yes, that's it for Boars. Saskia. Oh, it was at the end of your turn.
No,
That was
that
his
was the-
action.
yeah.
Septimus, sorry. Septimus, you are up with Jacquette up next. Septimus, you are currently grappled. Yes, Jacquette.
Bunny Mask never did anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, do bunny mask first.
Yeah, go, buddy.
Just gonna sneak up on this trick shot.
And fucking just murder him.
Rabbits are
Or
cool
roll
and fun.
terribly. With 2 2s.
2 2s.
2 2s. All right.
Choo
Offhand attack.
screw boo.
Offhand attack.
Whoa.
will hit. Okay. She did not successfully hit on her main attack, but she did hit with her offhand. The trick shot is still up, but barely up.
Barely.
And she can't bonus action disengage because I did the offhand, hoping it would kill him. So I badly rogued.
We've all been there.
Now it is
Never been
Septimus's
there.
turn, and then Jacquette.
My turn?
Yep, sorry. And you are grappled. So you can attack. You just can't move basically right now unless you choose to use an action to break free from the grapple.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Bruce
perfect.
and Sass are down around you.
Guys, why are you dead?
Not dead, I'm unconscious.
I'm dying.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Is that from something?
I don't know. It's from Adrift and Aldhalor.
It's Simpsons.
Symptoms?
Septimus is
Simpsons?
still. Septimus is like looking past the 2 people in front of him, seeing that Fearn's still wrestling with the fucking machina, and the machina's attacking him back. He's just like, "This son of a bitch, leave him alone!" And like he's like getting angry, and he'll shout out, "It's like, I said, leave him alone!" As I will cast a 3rd level command.
I'm
Just
so
so-
good at wisdom.
Just so it targets. I am targeting Fear, but I'm also attacking Boars and the second guy.
Amazing.
Nice. Nice.
And my command word will be flee.
Nice.
Excellent. And what is that? A wisdom you said?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
All right, second in command, the brawler. Ooh, he did roll a natural 19. He succeeds.
I got a 13.
Or I guess what's your? I actually don't know what your DC is.
It's 14.
Okay.
No!
No!
I rolled 14 minus 1.
No.
So he failed. And then Boars also got a natural 19 for a 21.
Oh, jeez.
They are ready to fight.
Well, they're not fleeing.
But your ally has come to your command.
There goes my turn.
Healing word. Bruce.
Bruce is just getting like windmilled in the healing word.
Good job.
Good.
4 HP, Bruce.
I'm actually not sure because it's 2 spells, right?
Oh wait, you're right.
Correct.
So-
You're correct. Yes, you
Well,
cannot
fuck.
healing word here.
Well, then in that case, spiritual weapon's just gonna come up and smack.
You can either have it smack the spearman, or you can move it to smack the guy holding onto you.
Please take
Yes.
out the spearman.
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of the spearman.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Because I'm sure the other 2 are still looking just hunky dory. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Spearman is down.
Boom. Nice.
Okay. Anything else, Septimus?
That's it.
I think that's all you can do. Okay. Jacquette, you are up.
All right. Am I considered hidden?
17. 17, right? From everyone I can see, yes, you are hidden, yes.
All right. So Jacquette's gonna come and peek around this corner to reassess the conflict, and when he does, he's gonna spy Professor Nettle off in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then, kind of whispering from there, he's gonna go, "Are you, Professor Nettle? If you don't mind, and he kind of just gestures with the crossbow to everything happening. We could really use some assistance, my friend. We're here to rescue you."
Jacquette, what? Yeah, okay. That's actually perfect because I just rolled initiative for her since you talked to her. She really is like literally just like in a against
Yeah.
like some tables and stuff, just like sitting there, like a bit overwhelmed by this. But she looks to you. You say this. She nods to you, and then I rolled initiative for her.
Cool. All right. Then I'm gonna take aim and fire. Oh, is the second in command? How wounded does he look?
He
wounded, I
looks.
guess.
He looks like he is. He has taken damage. He is probably on the cusp of bloodied.
I don't like that. And Boars.
Boars is certainly bloodied.
Okay, I'm gonna go after Boars again. For a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
It is gonna be 17 points of magical piercing.
Oh shit.
That's crazy. It was more than your crit.
I haven't critted in a.
Thought you got a
I-
free crit from him being hold personed.
No, that's only melee attacks.
Okay.
Or you have to be within 5 feet. So I guess if
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
like the whatever. But
Yeah.
okay.
The crossbow. That's right.
Go back into the darkness and hide.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Natural 20 for a 30.
Nice. Nothing can see you except for Kieran. Okay.
And I end my turn.
Bruce, you are up. You, oh baby, death saving throw.
Oh no! Come on, Brucey.
So, Sean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll, but I'm not going to publicly roll.
Oh.
So, go ahead and skip me.
Oh, you're gonna let us languish?
I rolled. I'm gonna send you it personally.
I am fully in favor of you doing
Nice.
this.
Oh my goodness.
Very cool.
You insane
I
person.
don't like this.
I don't like this.
He's not
How
fun.
dare you take away my table knowledge?
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
You jerk. You jerk, man.
You're a madman.
So all you all see is just what you see. I'm not gonna give you any clues.
Nah.
I feel
No,
like
but-
you died.
Yeah, is he coughing up any blood or anything?
He's still dying, is all I'll say.
spontaneously
Whatever that means by the next turn is what it will mean.
I
But-
mean, if he's still dying, that means that he's not dead. So you told us everything we need to know.
Oh.
I'm trying to respect Alex's wishes.
He doesn't deserve it.
Okay, Fearin, you are up.
Okay, I have to flee, so
Get
I'm
outta
just
here.
gonna flee. I want to run away. The direct opposite direction from Curon. Sorry, not Curon. Septimus, the other cleric.
Wow.
Is probably towards Jaquette, right?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, that would be the exact opposite way, yeah.
yep.
What's your
so I'm
movement
gonna,
speed?
like, well, I have to use my maximum thing, so I have to dash. Which means that I'm gonna provoke attacks of opportunity. But yeah, it would be 60 feet.
Jacques, you just see Fearin run right past you.
Hey, where are you? Oh.
Fearin, yeah, you would take a few attacks of opportunity. You would only take it from the... Actually, you'd only take one from the machina because the trick shot has their crossbow out. They don't have another weapon out.
What about the Baron?
Oh, he is right up on him. That's right. Yeah. So 2 attacks of opportunity. Thank you.
Just curious.
All right.
Okay, dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then for the machina. Machina is, 25. They're both going to hit you.
Okay.
Okay, so that is... nine points of bludgeoning damage, and 1 point of poison damage from the boars.
From the boars.
From the boars. And then from the machina, you're going to take... 8 plus 4. It's 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and 7 points of force damage.
Damn! I'm glad that thing never hit me.
And then give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm good at those, though. 13.
Okay, so you are... This is the weird part of...
It would
this
be each
condition.
individual thing I would have to roll a concentration saving throw for. So just,
That's
you can
not-
make that the highest one?
I'm sorry, that's not even what I was asking you to roll for. That was a feature of the attack from the machina.
Great, okay.
So you are struck so forcefully by this blow that you are incapacitated by it until the end of your next turn. Unfortunately.
So that means I'm still over there.
Actually, he can't take an action to dash, so he only moves 30 feet.
Yes.
No, I don't move at all, because I am incapacitated and I can't move.
No, incapacitated does
creatures
not
can
stop your
still
movement.
move.
You can still move, you just can't take actions or reactions.
So you see him run back.
Okay.
Wait, what? I'm so
No,
confused.
but basically this prevents you from using your action to dash. Incapacitated only affects actions and reactions. That's why you saw my face blue screen for a second.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not. It doesn't make
Kind
sense.
of weird, but all right.
No,
The thing is, your capacity. It does make sense. It's just not the right word for what it is supposed to be.
Exactly.
It should be.
I got swords
You know what
to
it should be? It should be
plowshares.
called dazed.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Mhm.
Anyway. Okay. So that was Fearn's turn. Okay, so it's the Machina's turn now.
And it's free to do what it wants.
All right, so the Machina sort of stands up for the first time, not being haggard by Fearn at this point.
Bless us.
And against sort of the flickering of the dark cave, it's just sort of this menacing shimmer of gold off of the fire, with the glowing red coming off, as it just sort of, that eyeball just does a quick, like, sort of scan of the whole room, before it kind of thoughtlessly and very mechanically, as you'd expect, goes immediately to attack Boars in front of him. In front of it.
It's because he loves me, and it's not because he was the closest person to him.
100%.
Totally.
The living diminish, but the machine endures.
And he will hit Boars with his pincer first.
Give him the clamps.
Oh, God. That's what's happening, yeah. For 13 bludgeoning. Or I'm sorry, not bludgeoning. Oh, no, it is bludgeoning. 12 force.
Clamping is bludgeoning. I guess it is.
And then he's going to go in for the tentacle attacks. Oh, Boars needs to make a con save throw. Boars is not.
What is he concentrating on again? Oh.
No, it's against the incapacitated
Yeah,
from the
got
pincers.
it. Yep.
All right, 9, 17. Still hits him.
Yeah.
The Machina goes in on Boars. Boars is standing there, like, bloodied from these multiple bolts that have hit him from the shadows, and the beating he got while he was paralyzed. Blood coming down from his lips. There's a big split in his head where there's blood, and a big bruise and scrapes from all of the attacks that hit him while he was incapacitated or paralyzed. And now he's just sort of like standing there, having just done some dirty, cheap shots on Fearn. As Fearn then runs away, and he kind of watches him run away, and he's just... as the smile fades from his face as this creature stands up fully in front of him. Red, devilish lights filling the space as the eye scans around and then just looks down at him.
Target acquired.
As its claw grabs onto him at the waist and squeezes and lifts him up in the air, before the tentacle just bashes him down into the ground and then bashes him down again, splashing him into the ground as his body just sinks a couple inches into the mine itself. As the creature just stands up as if it just did nothing at all, looking around. Boars is no more.
Is he dead? Okay, yeah.
Yes, Sean, Mr. DM, how would you like to do this? Yeah, he had 34 hit points left.
Damn. I wasn't going to take him out anytime soon.
Sean, just for clarification, I rolled a 16 on my second concentration check for maintaining my enlarge.
Thank you.
Is that good or bad?
I didn't deal more than 20 damage to you, right? With one attack?
Think so I think
no.
it was like... Yeah, I would think it was like...
No,
Your Your attack did two forms of damage, so I'm not sure if that counts as two separate attacks. Or...
It's one attack. So that one, but it wouldn't have been that much over 20. So I think you're okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll say you're okay for now.
Thanks.
All right. Boris is down. There's 2 trick shots in the second in command here. They all look and see their commander down. They look and see a massive robot that killed him in a gruesome manner. They see a man who looked quite crazily towards this robot with a robot arm at his back and watched his arm explode. I'm gonna roll to see if they completely get the fuck out of here, or at least try to flee.
They watched a 12-foot man run away from it.
Yeah, they watched the strongest of their enemies run away from it. You watch them, Septimus. They're not going to take any actions here because it's not their turn yet. Actually, no, it is their turn actually. So they're running. All 3 of them, after seeing this, are going to run. They're going to use their disengage actions to
Does
run.
that include the second in command?
Second
man?
lets you go, and kind of
shit.
like he is in the most precarious situation of running away. So he might even kind of like disengage just to get out of your hands, and then kind of like look at you and like an I'm finished, I'm done, I give up. As he looks to you, Septimus, and just says, none of this is worth it. The thing's gonna kill us all. This guy.
And find his unconscious friend.
This guy runs right into Jacquette. The weak trick shot. He's, oh, no. Run. It's gonna kill us all.
The guy that grappled me.
Yeah.
Can I attack of opportunity him?
No, because he used disengage.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
But you'll be up soon, and he's not getting too far from you. Because a wild Bruce blocks his way.
It's a wild corpse.
Well, actually, no. Yeah, he can step over Bruce. Saskia. The saving throw.
You got it, boss. 17. I have up with 1 HP, right?
Yes.
That was my 3rd success.
Well, you're.
Oh no.
stable.
You're stabilized.
Stabilized.
It's only if you get a nat 20 that you come
okay.
up.
So still
They still need to heal you to get you up.
unconscious? Got it.
You're unconscious, but you're not dying anymore.
Okay, cool. Got it. Excellent.
Septimus. Saskia's breathing seems to be returning to normal. Bruce is still squirming and
I have
choking
no
on his
idea.
own blood. This guy's trying to run away from you. The machina just absolutely obliterated Boars. The other trick shot is gone. The trick shots have fled. You are alone with your allies. 1 enemy, the mostly incapacitated Aradunai, and the machina.
And Professor Nettle.
And Professor Nettle, who I did not take her action.
Where is she?
Should we take a break so Mike can think about it?
No. Well,
Would you like a
I
break?
just wanna-
A second?
I don't need to, but if that's what we're
It's 8 o'clock, so just doing a timey check.
okay. Seth, do you have a health potion on you?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
Nope. Nope. I have grave dust. Oh, that'll do.
That's
it.
fine. How far did the guy get from me, Sean?
He's only about 10 feet away from you. Or,
Perfect.
yeah, 15 feet.
Oh, damn it.
No, I'm sorry. It is 10 feet.
I will run up to Bruce, and I will not healing word him.
I will.
Cure wounds him. Wait,
I
No,
will
I'll
remind
heal
you that you do have a staff of healing.
No, I don't. I gave it
Oh,
away.
that's right. I forgot I took all
I know. This whole
shit
time,
away.
yeah, I know.
God, I
That
took
makes
all
a
your
lot more sense.
shit away.
I know. I haven't forgot. I don't have it.
Sorry,
did
I
good,
was sitting here this
Sean.
whole time wondering,
Amazing.
like, why aren't they using their items? I took them. That's why. This fight would have
Amazing.
been much shorter, maybe.
True.
Um,
No, Septimus will.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know that Sass doesn't have a health potion, but he thought that she did. So he'll run up to her and like pat her down. Can't find anything, but like, damn it! But he'll turn to Bruce, and healing word him to get him stabilized.
Okay.
Nothing
Bruce
happens.
is.
No. And then Bruce and then he falls off the stairs and then bludgeoning damage and then is unconscious
Unconscious
again.
again.
Just throw him in that little hole there.
Yeah.
Okay, Septimus, you have healing worded Bruce. Sass is stable but unconscious next to you. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Looking at the machina, what is it doing? What is it looking at?
Right now it's in sort of a, for lack of a better way to put it, sentry mode. The eye is moving about, scanning the non-threats in front of it basically right now. As everyone in front of it right now is...
Talk to it. Talk to it.
I will talk to him. Blessed One, please rid of these intruders, and I am here to serve. Guess I'll forego an action.
Okay. And say what you said for me again. You said, what was the second part of it?
Great One, please expel these intruders. I'm here to serve.
Please expel these intruders. Okay. All right.
Intruders is the wrong word. These ruffians.
These ruffians. Okay. Okay. Jacquette, you are up. There's this guy right in front of you saying that we should run. We need to go. It's going to kill us all.
Jacquette is going to basically, using his crossbow, push him up against the wall, and then, like, while still aiming it, kind of look around the corner to see what's going on. And then kind of seeing that Septimus has been freed.
Mm-hmm.
He can't really see Bruce anywhere, but he's not dead on the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And Fion's right here next to him. Jacquette's just going to turn back to this trick shot and go, "You're not going anywhere, friend." And he's gonna actually finally drop the disguised self. This entire time he has looked like another one of the cutters. And then kind of shouting out to the rest of the party, "How are we looking? I see Boris is down. Is everyone okay?" As he's just gonna basically hold this guy hostage.
Okay. Nettle will, sort of seeing that most of the people around her are who were around her are either dead or unconscious or in different positions, other than Bun, who's standing there. She does kind of like rush to Bun's side and like grab onto her for a moment, and then kind of looking down at all of the people who are injured on the ground. She is going to look around and look at the machina. There's not much that she can do right now. She's sort of in a position of just sort of waiting. She's not a fighter. She's not a battle expert. She's a professor. So she does not do anything with that turn. Bruce,
Bruce is gonna drag himself to the nearby wall, full of scars and a lot of blood.
Yeah, you may have your HP back, but you have taken a lot of damage today.
And Bruce is like biting his lip a bit because he's still in a lot of pain. He's gonna like call over Lollyrock, kind of dizzy, nauseous. When Rock gets close, he's gonna grab his bag and reach inside and take out the ever-flowing smoke bottle, and then have his thumb on the cork ready to go if any threat even moves towards his direction.
Great. Okay. It's basically holding an action for the smoking bottle. Okay.
Yep.
Fearn, you are no longer affected by the command spell. You see that Jacquette has this cutter in tow. You turn around, you can see Bun is there, but Bun is not really moving. Bun is sort of in a defensive position over Nettle. You can kind of, you can see Bruce a little bit hiding in that corner, and you can see Septimus up there in the machina standing over several unconscious beings, or incapacitated beings, in somewhat of a sentry mode. This sentry mode, truthfully, of everyone here, you recognize the sentry mode because you fought a machina in a sentry mode way back in our session 0. So like you actually can see this and look, and this thing is clearly looking to acquire a target, or your best guess is it's looking to acquire a target.
Oh boy.
But you did hear everything Septimus said. Septimus, by the way, give me a persuasion roll.
Of course. But you know me. Yes, another 6.
Septimus. Septimus. I'm not gonna. You can, if you want, use it now. But you've done so much in the last session and a half that is in character that I am going to give you a point of inspiration.
Oh, you're so nice.
How dare you?
Don't have to use it now, though. You can save it for something else.
That's true.
But it just feels fitting for you to continue, as you continue to demonstrate your devotion.
We'll keep it. We'll hold it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll keep it.
Fearn is going to he's gonna look towards Septimus. Can he see Septimus at this point? Like, yes. I know he's far away, but
yes.
He's gonna yell out towards him and just say, "Hey, asshole! It's in sentry mode! Don't get near it or it'll attack you! Use your head!" And then I cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
And I guess that's my turn. And basically, I've just got my sword out, and I'm like, kind of just like around the corner. I mean, I'm standing exactly where I'm standing, but I'm waiting to see what the creature does.
Mm-hmm. So,
because if it just like deactivates, then maybe that's like our best option. Or if it comes at me, I'm gonna fight it.
The creature, since it is its turn, and after its turn, we're gonna take a break. The creature is continuing to scan, and it's not like it doesn't hear what Septimus is saying or what you're saying. The creature is just not necessarily giving you attention. But Septimus, you watch it scan around, and then you see it. For a moment, its eyes lingered on Bruce, as Bruce scurries into that corner, but then its eyes shift up and it looks at the brawler. And then it's almost like the body shifts, but the eye stays. And then it's as it begins stepping up the steps towards the brawler. And you just hear the guy going, no. Well, and he looks to you, Septimus, says, tell it to stop, tell it to stop, tell it to stop. I give up, I surrender. As it comes up, it sees him, he kind of stares up at it, and it once again it grabs onto him, grappling him with the claw, lifts him up, and basically lifts him up and just whacks him with the tentacle, letting go of him, and the body just goes flying into the mine, hits the wall of the pillar, dead.
Oof.
Because it's now standing in front of you. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Gulp.
Oh, no.
God.
All right, folks, we will be back shortly as the cutter threat is been dealt with. There's now just a big old mystery standing in front of Septimus, having just, in the matter of 12 seconds, destroyed the two biggest threats to the entire party that this whole fight had. And we'll see what its persuasion is. All right, we'll see you all very shortly. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, thanks.
Our heroes have been through an arduous fight. Some of them going down, backing up, down again, back up, down again, back up. But the Aradunai are all together, essentially no longer an operational force. The cutters are mostly been defeated, and the survivors have fled. One successfully fleeing, and one being captured by Jacquette, and one being absolutely murdered by the machina. Right now, Bruce is hiding by the stairwell, holding onto his ever-smoking bottle, watching this machina's every move to see what it does up by Septimus. Jacquette is holding this other cutter hostage, hoping that everything is resolved soon. Fearn is watching Septimus and the machina with a bit of, maybe one could say a bit of disdain. Nettle and Bun are watching to see what happens as well, seemingly maybe even on the edge of running themselves. As the other Aradunai are too injured to move at this point, or too afraid to move. Septimus, this machina stands before you, towering over you, the eye looks down at you. This one eye where a head would be on a knight. And it's your turn. Well, actually, first, Sass, you are unconscious. Septimus, it's your turn.
Septimus is going to take everything in. Mm-hmm. He's going to see how the machina reacted. Who was excited at first, but seeing it just also slaughter Boris and completely decimate the other guy, and hearing what Fearn had said as well, that it's in sentry mode. Not that he's completely changed his mind, but maybe a little doubt comes in, where he's like wondering what this thing is true purpose is and what its allegiance is. But Septimus will take a step closer during his turn and kind of sees what it does. If its eye glances to him, if I'm allowed to do this in like a small step kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll say we're at a stage where that's okay. But I imagine, Bruce, at any point that you want to interject with your held action, feel free. Based on this.
I'm gonna first use my reaction to be careful, Septimus. As Bruce's finger is still on the bottle, like kind of shaking. But that reaction meant to give him a flash of genius. So +5 to whatever roll that you're about to take.
Fair.
Very nice.
So Septimus, currently, as Bruce shouts this out from his position of cover, You are stepping towards it to see what its reaction is.
Yes.
Okay. So as you get closer to it, its eye does follow you and drifts down as you get right up to it. It does not seem to have any sort of hostile action against you at this moment. But I will say, Septimus, you begin to feel that same pressure you felt when you first entered this room. The buzzing behind your ears, the pain in your eyes, the headache, as you almost feel like there's some low frequency going into your mind that is perhaps imperceptible to you right now, but is coming from this machina. Perhaps it is trying to communicate in a way that you don't have the ability to understand.
Okay. Septimus will take another step closer. Be like, I don't quite understand what you're saying. I don't know if you're a being of higher intelligence like I thought, or just a machine out for blood. I've given my life to my family, and I've lost them. I've given it to the spirits, the elements. I've lost them. And now I lose something of my own, looking to the stub on his arm. If this is not truly the way, then... And then also looking back to where Sal was sitting there and he's dead on the floor as well. I was like, then I've truly lost everything. And kind of like exhausted from everything as he gets closer to be like, if you're not what I think you to be, then just finish me.
As you say this and you somewhat, imagine, stumble a little bit as you're stepping closer, the machina holds one of its large arms out to almost as support as you are struggling to stand.
Is its glow like red still, or is it
still red right now? And it's hard to perceive emotions onto a singular orb of an eye.
I'll wait just a moment with its hand there, waiting to see if it does anything. But after, I mean, I'll wait a moment if anything changes.
As you're waiting a moment, the hand would almost just reach closer to you. And the longer you wait, the more the hand seems to drift towards your mechanical arm from your back.
Oh, it's not touching me? It's just has its hand out? Oh, okay.
It's just, yeah.
I'll take a step closer. And do I have any control of the arm?
You do.
I'll reach out with the arm to its hand.
As the arm touches its hand, you see in the same way when it went to attack these other creatures, the large, almost gauntlet-like hand melts into your robot hand, and you feel a rush to your mind, similar to when you first touched the capsule.
Right.
Is a few things happen. One, that low ringing pain in your head begins to clear, and at first sounds like distorted noise before reverting to language. And the machine is saying to you, oh, sorry, I can't. I was about to laugh into the voice modulator. As you would hear the machine saying to you,
there isn't time. great march begins. And he must arrive first.
As you would feel visions into your mind that would be familiar to you at first. They're very rapid, fast, screeching noises, almost like metal grinding against metal into your head, almost as more a manifestation of the jarringness of these images entering your mind, as you would see some sort of humanoid figure, almost a silhouette of them, almost as if it's drawn on a chalkboard, black and white. So you just see, like, out of their mouth, their eyes, their ears is flowing magic out of them as this person is in anguish, like they're about to explode, and then they do sort of explode into light. And these are all just like 2-second images, not even like half-a-second images in your head that you can barely hold on to, as that person is ripped into several pieces of themselves, all different pieces of themselves. And you would see the first one you can make a shape out of has these hideous smiles like clowns, like you saw, or like was on Professor Nettle's chalkboard, before all of it sort of washes away. Is the last thing you would hear. And this one is the voice from earlier. You have done me a great favor. I am rising. I am Lacuna. And it all fade. As you would feel your synapses almost fried from this, your brain is in piercing pain as the creature lets go of your hand and pulls back. This does look a little uncomfortable, Bruce, I'll say, like the way it's holding on to the mechanical hand, and Septimus looks like he's in pain in this moment. It's all happening within like a couple seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6 seconds, Sean.
I think with that, Bruce might pop the bottle just from his perception down below.
Yeah, I would say at this point, everyone can do something. Like this is within the point when it would start to be everyone else's turn. As you would see, Septimus is interacting with this thing in some way. It looks like Septimus is in pain. Bruce is gonna throw the bottle.
I'm dashing.
I'm not throwing it. I'm just
releasing it, popping it. Yeah. Okay. Jacquette, what are you doing?
Gesturing to the cutter to like kind of keep up with him. Jacquette is trying to split his attention while he watches Septimus and the machina, and I'll say, like, he kind of like stares up as he watches this exchange. Distracted, but doesn't do anything else.
Okay.
Fear next to him is gonna be like, what should I do?
I think this is what Septimus wants. Whatever the fuck it is.
That's not enough answer for Fear, and he's gonna run towards them.
Okay. So, to kind of conclude all of this, because it's going to happen all at once, Septimus says, this is kind of, these messages are concluding to you. It's almost like it's being inputted, downloaded into your mind from this entity. Bruce, you release the smoke. Smoke starts to fill the space. Fear, you are dashing up there, sword ready, going for this machina. Probably, I imagine, going to try to cut its arm off to sever the connection with Septimus. It's as the smoke comes up and you come up to swing the sword. Septimus, your eyes open back up in this exact moment as that red light all over the creature completely shifts to blue, and all of this armor falls off at once into the ground and disintegrates into light, as just there, a small creature, no longer a large creature, is a small a round golden figure with a large eye in the center of it, similar to the eye before, but with thin, frail arms and legs, as this creature is essentially turned into a smaller, much less formidable, much less of a frightening presence of itself. Fearn, do you complete the attack?
Yes, but non-lethally.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. As you see, it almost like shakes a little bit, as you can see sprouting out from it, the top of its circle that is, you can't really say is shoulders, are these two little tiny bladed wings that look like feathered wings, but they are, when you look closely, golden blades on it. As the creature looks mostly a fusion of clockwork gold and a little bit of flesh you see around the eye, where there's a bit of a human-like mouth underneath that eye.
Ugh.
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Your non-lethal damage.
The first attack is 14.
Yeah, so as this thing has 1 second to look up at you, Septimus, blink that one eye before Fearn just bashes it in the head with the butt of his great sword, and it goes down.
Yeah, imagine I do the flat end and I just slap it into the ground.
Yeah, and the creature just goes out. It's not dead, it's not destroyed, but this small, like, circular machina with little legs and little arms and these little wings goes offline, we'll say, on the ground.
What did it, just to go back, what did it say? I am what? I am what?
Lacuna.
Lacuna?
I am Lacuna.
Lacuna Matata.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it did. It started to sing,
I was
and then
thinking
Fearn
Lacuna
smacked it in his
Beach.
head.
Yeah, and Fearn, after hitting it, will go to, like, pick it up and put it under his arm.
So I just grab it immediately.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm going for it too. Like,
yeah. So I'm gonna say at this point we're coming out of initiative, and everyone can join the scene together. Sorry, Sass, you're unconscious.
Suddenly, there's a mist. Like,
but this mist is over. You would hear the commotion is no longer between Septimus and the machina before, but now I imagine between Septimus and Fearn as they both dive forward for this creature. So I'm gonna say it's a contested strength roll.
Off.
Yeah.
I don't think we know who's gonna win.
I have advantage because I'm still gigantic.
Yeah, that's true. Never quite got that concentration.
I got a 30-20.
That's a 3.
You have inspiration and a
No,
technically,
I'm
guess
not beating. There's no shot.
Okay, so
Fearn's got it in, like, he's doing the middle school bully tactic of, like, holding it really high up and holding what do you call it, Septimus back with the other hand.
Septimus will stand up. He's like, "Are you so deaf that you can't determine friend from foe?"
You're telling me this. This is the argument that you're making.
Did you not see what it did to our enemies? Did you not see that it did not attack me when I approached it?
Look at your arm and tell me that it didn't hurt you.
Septimus does look down for a second, but then looks back up. He's like, "It's part of the learning process."
Well, maybe this is part of the earning process too. And I kick it, even though it's unconscious. I just kick it down the hallway.
You imagine down the steps as you just hear the metal of its form crinkling and cracking. No, by no means is this thing any sort of frightening machina creature that everyone is afraid of. This is like the smallest little frail machina that could be. Jacquet.
As it kind of like rolls down the stairs, Jacquet still with this cutter. Now he's like got the crossbow up and he's kind of dragging the cutter around by the scruff of his shirt or whatever. Kind of saddles up next to Bun and Nettle and just goes, I'm sure you have inter-party conflict all the time, right? This is par for the course, huh?
Bun just sort of looks at you again through the bunny mask and just sort of, the first time you've heard her actually exclaim at all, just sort of this deep, deep disappointed sigh, as she then just starts to walk over to her own party to go and help stabilize all of them.
Kicking the cutter kind of down into a kneeling position, Jacquet switches the crossbow and extends a hand out to Nettle and goes, Professor Diana Nettle, I presume? I am Jacquet Touchard, here to rescue you. Consider yourself rescued. You're welcome.
And she sort of looks around, like still in somewhat of shock. She's like, I've never been in a battle like this before. Oh, well,
First time? Pretty exciting, right?
And she sort of like feebly holds a hand up. Like, is your friend dead?
Which one?
As she points up to where
count.
Saskia is unconscious up there.
Saskia! And then at this, Jacquet puts away the crossbow and still, like, grabbing the cutter, dragging him along, is gonna move up to Saskia and kind of go like, does anyone have a healing potion? Is she okay?
Yeah, I do.
Bruce crawls out of his hole.
Is ever smoking hole.
Yeah. You guys shouldn't be able to. I think the radius is pretty large.
It is. Actually, it does expand quite a bit. We are in a mine where there's no wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at the site that there's no threat anymore, Bruce will cap it.
I imagine it is pretty hard to see though still. It is filling the space and dissipating slowly, but it is just generally like smoky after battle sort of vibe right now.
Fear just points towards Septimus and he says, now sit your ass down and listen.
Septimus just starts to turn and walk away.
Which
Towards
direction is he?
He's going down the
Is
stairs.
that also towards the ball, I'm assuming?
The ball is down in the courtyard area.
I'm gonna do an attack of opportunity as he walks away from me.
What kind of attack?
I'm gonna hit him with my sword, but non-lethally. Like same thing that I did to the creature.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Nat 20.
Oof. Okay. What's the damage?
So I have to roll. It's gonna do a 4d6 plus 5, which isn't what it actually is. So ignore the first roll. All right. So the second roll was the lowest possible damage, which was 7, but I get to add 17 to that. So it's 24 plus 4 for being big. Oh, plus a d4 for being big.
And you double that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because it is also a dice roll.
All right. So does that mean I take the maximum on one roll, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So that's I had 24, and that's an extra 5 damage, so it's 29, non-lethal.
Septimus gets knocked out.
What the fuck? Septimus, and Bruce at this is also going to, like, I imagine Bruce was crawling over to Sal to mend him.
Yeah.
When he witnesses that.
Absolutely.
So,
did you pass off a potion of healing to Jacquet?
Oh yeah,
He would have. I imagine Jacques would have ran by you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Snatch it, and as he's running up, he just watches Fear and does this, and he's good. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this what we're at right now? Fear and really?
It's what we're at right now. Did you see what you were hiding behind a rock the whole time? You didn't see what he was trying to do.
No, I saw exactly what he's trying to do. You just knocked out our... Oh my god. Look, we can have inter-party conflict, but we can't have inter-party fighting. That's where we need to draw the line. No, I don't think he did. As he's still dragging the cutter past Septimus's unconscious form and goes, we'll leave Septimus unconscious for the time being, as he throws the cutter down and kneeling over Sass goes, okay, let's get you back up. As he kind of like cradles her head up and administers the healing potion.
Sean, where's the ball? Is it by Bruce?
I'll put a little thing down to represent it. But it would be pretty much right next to you, Bruce, with where he threw it down or kicked it down. I do have a mini for it somewhere. I seem to find it. So yeah, that little ball that I just put down there is the ball.
It's not a priority for Bruce right now, but
okay.
At a quick glance, what can I see anything on the inside?
So when you look at it, there's no so like there are these feeble arms and legs coming off of it that are very thin, with these little spiked, somewhat almost angel-looking wings that are coming off of its back or its shoulders, as you can see. And it has this orb. It's closed right now with a mechanical lid, but there is sort of an orb where there would be an eye, just like the machina had. When you look sort of tremor sense into it, its innards are very like clockwork almost. All kind of perpetual motion, as opposed to sort of like some of the machines you've seen in Kiranor and when working with Septimus. You know, Sal has a complicated and elegant system inside. This thing's entirely like clockwork and gear oriented.
So
Bruce will look at...
And then also like some flesh too. It's not fully mechanical.
Bruce will look at Sal and go get Septimus, and because Bruce is like still hobbling.
And you use mending on...
No, I mended him.
Oh, you mended him.
Yeah, he's mending him.
Is there a way? Can that ball fit in a bag of holding?
The ball? You mean the small construct?
Yeah.
Creature.
Yes.
It's a good question.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Bruce is gonna do his best to, with like the zero energy he has, try to put the ball in the bag of holding.
Yeah. It's like you slowly get the bag to it, and it's certainly a mind-bending situation where you're looking and it just sort of slowly like squeezes in somehow, and you don't really fully understand how the physics just worked, but it does go in.
Fjern has been like watching this as he's like walking down the stairs slowly. And he's like standing over Bruce at this point, like as he like finally gets the ball inside of the bag, and he looks down at Bruce and says, "You got any rope?"
Fuck you. And Bruce walks right past him and stumbles up to where Septimus is.
Fjern just keeps walking. He's just walking down the hallway the way they came in.
As the potion takes effect, I will kind of like... What?
Oh, don't cough on me.
Sorry. What the fuck is going on? Do we need? Are we done? What the fuck's going on?
Combat's over.
Sorry. Fuck.
But with all things,
useless, I'm
conflict lives on. No, you're... We need to give you some fucking armor, Sass, as he kind of like
seriously
pounds on her chest lightly. You know, it's just like...
Yeah.
Something.
This can't keep happening every fight. It's fucking ridiculous.
We'll figure it out. Right now...
What's going on?
And he's gonna help her up, and just kind of gestures to the scene. And to catch you up, the machina helped us, and then turned into a little ball? He says, looking at Bruce questioningly. Fierin was upset. Septimus was upset. And then he just kind of gestures to Septimus. And Fierin won the argument.
Oh gosh. I don't have. Can somebody get him up? I don't have a healing potion.
I could do it.
Okay.
I just need.
You look
need a
like
second.
shit.
I am.
I bet I do too. We need to. Can we? Oh,
That wasn't a change from before, am I right? Goes down to the cutter.
The cutter, like, feebly does put a hand up.
If you want to live, my man.
Yeah.
Bruce
Sorry.
takes out his last healing potion.
I'll
And,
hold Septimus's head up so that you can give it to him.
There you go. It's all. Oh shit! I missed.
It's just pouring down the steps. Somehow lands into Boar's mouth.
That's not Septimus's mouth.
Into Boris's mouth. What is it?
You go to put it in Septimus's.
How much does he heal for?
Sorry about that. I always forget what a basic healing potion heals for.
2d4 plus 2.
2D, yeah.
Thank you. That would be maximum for 10
Nice.
HP.
Both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Nice.
Filling in all the right areas.
Septimus, your arm.
You're finally back to normal with 2.
Huh.
2? Oh.
Oh.
He doesn't actually laugh, but he doesn't actually laugh, but he's like hit his head, and he's just like, gets up. He sees Sal that is up. He's like, "You're back. Good."
Can we get the fuck out of here?
Septimus, as you say you're back, you hear fading from Sal is a voice. As you would just hear for a couple seconds the voice of Sal just saying over and over again, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" Before just slowly, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" Fades into a low buzzing in the back of your head and then goes away.
I'm a little bruised, but I'll be all right. Help me up.
Sal lifts you into the air. As Septimus, once per day, you can cast Speak with Machines.
Ooh.
Yes.
And it operates
How long?
exactly like Speaks with Animals spell,
Okay, but with machines.
but with machines.
Are we talking any machine, Sean? Like,
Yep.
There's a toaster.
What about a simple machine?
Beat me
Like,
to it, you bastard.
If it has no animating force, then it will not do anything.
so a seesaw is fine.
If people are riding it, no.
It generates a consciousness.
It generates a
Oh, no.
The machines are only
No,
conscious
we
when
don't-
being used.
No,
No.
it already has a consciousness.
Can we leave?
So-
Did we win? Can we get the fuck out of here? I need a drink.
Yeah.
is-
And then quickly, Septimus does look around and he's like, the construct.
It's
Did you take it?
I have it.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. As Nettle is at the bottom of the stairs, and you see the Aradunai that are still here are gathered over here, other than Aldhalor, who is just literally leaning up against the wall right now, like very close to you all,
Yeah.
I forgot
just
he's still
sitting
alive.
and just staring blankly to the distance, repeating over and over again, "What have I done? What have I done?" to himself. As Nettle does look up to you all and go, I hate to bring up further nasty business, but I know that they caused this trouble. As she points her hand over to the Aradunai. They're good kids. They got into something over their heads. What are your plans with them?
Hey,
So
we
this-
got bloodshed. We're all set. Jacques says as he's gonna bend down to Altair, excuse me, kind of slaps him on the face a little bit and goes, "Hey, buddy, you didn't do anything. It was all us."
And he actually just kind of like grabs your hand, like as you're patting him, and just sort of like.
Septimus will look to Nettle and say, "Well, as long as they clear out the mines, they're free to go wherever they please."
Perhaps you can give them a head start to get out before you, so you can tell them you took care of them. And she gives you a wink.
I'll give him a nod. Give her a nod.
So she returns to the Aradunai and starts talking to them. It's just Bun, the Dragonborn, the Knight. That's it, because the
Very fucked off.
very fucked off. Yeah, and then I'll tear up there.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
The Lacuna was surrounded by crystal prior. That shattered.
No,
there-
it was a capsule.
Oh.
The capsule remains.
Oh.
That it was in it. The pillar of
Sorry.
black obsidian. It's much more akin to like a marble column you would see in like a church.
Oh.
That had rivulets that made it into somewhat of a capsule. Almost like in science fiction when there's like a cryo chamber someone gets out of, is what it was. So there's an open module there right now. That is still there up in the corner.
Can I inspect it? And any of that black obsidian, can I pin that as valuable?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation check or an arcana check for the black obsidian.
That is a 27.
For which one?
So that's investigation for the.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so when you look in there, this capsule does have like it's not just black obsidian on the inside. There does seem to be some kind of interface in there. It looks completely alien to you, not like anything you've interacted with in back home or here. It certainly has like places where something with arms and hands could interact and move things to affect whatever the capsule does. With a 27 investigation, just based on that and the fact that a machina came out of it, you don't even need that many context clues to know that this thing is valuable in and of itself.
Do you guys want to take a rest here? I think this.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Please. That'd be great.
Alright, so we'll rest for a bit, let the Ardunai go. I mean, I'm feeling fine, but that's just me. And if we're gonna rest, I would like to loot boars, because we're still playing D&D. I still need to loot things, and then if possible, I'd like to talk with the cutter.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are gonna take a short rest. Essentially.
I think Bruce will forego that and try to dismantle some of that chamber to take the parts that he deems valuable and things that he thinks he could study further to understand.
Yeah. If he's doing that, Septimus would be there with him, mainly just studying and just ask him, just like, before I take that apart, let me get this real quick.
Excellent. So we have you all studying for going your short rest. Sass, I'm assuming you're taking your short rest.
Yeah.
And then Jacques is looting, and gonna interrogate the cutter. I know I'll say because I already know. While you're all doing this, you would hear just the absolute sounds of thrashing in the previous antechamber where all the benches and fire pits were. You could presume potentially that Fearin might be letting off some steam in there, as you can hear perhaps the grunts of Fearin, maybe a few growls, shouts as he is thrashing whatever he can in that space. Jacquette, give me an investigation check for loots.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. That's a 13.
13. Okay. So, easy enough to at least like be able to find like to start to gather up some of the like coin that is around on them. Altogether, you would find 50 silver pieces of sort of loose money on them. Boris' sword is intact, which seems to have some minor magic to it. His armor's pretty crunchy, but could be repaired by a blacksmith. As half plate.
Sean, was it always half plate?
It was always half plate.
Okay.
I said that he has heavier armor, but I did say half plate last session. If it wasn't half plate, then I'd have to have played that all different because his AC would have been up by 2 more points. But yes, you find half plate on there that is just a little bit damaged that could be repaired. You find his great sword that has some slight magic to it. You would find a whip that he didn't use, but he does have. And then on the trick shots, you would of course find some crossbows and whatnot, bolts for sure that you could take. You would find that they do have a few special bolts that they didn't get a chance to use. I'd say you find 2 ricochet bolts, which allow you to do some fun. Yeah, I know you know what they do. It does. But basically, it is a bouncing bolt. It ricochets from one target to another. And then the guards just have simple spears on them.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's the loot you can find off of them. You would be able to sit down with this cutter to question them if there's anyone else wanted to join that as well. But before you do that, I just want to quickly resolve the investigation from yes, Septimus.
I just also want to clarify before we let Altair go with the other Ardunai that we request our items back.
Yes, I'll say that's not a problem. Like they're not even going to be leaving out that way.
Just make off with our
They just make off with all of your. It's really just
my backpack.
Yours and because Lollyrock had Bruce's
stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so you got a 27. You said right for the investigation check on the. On the thing. Oh wait, this was you were doing further tests and stuff. So you can make separate checks on this if you want for history, arcana, whatever your particular type of things you're looking for. I know Bruce, you said you're looking if there's things you can extract for value, and Septimus, you want to understand it more.
Well, you said you wanted to understand it too, right, Bruce?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
He started that off, and I'll say that he went up there first, and Septimus was kind of resting, and then after a while, he went to go help him. So you can roll with advantage.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and give me investigation, arcana, whichever one you would prefer in this situation. Arcana is going to get you more about it. Investigation is going to get you more extraction.
Okay. I think I'm gonna get Arcana.
Okay.
Oops. Sorry, you give me advantage, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Hot garbage. I'm gonna bump my 15 up to a 20 with my
Okay.
flash of knowledge.
Okay.
Ah, wait.
Of course. I was doing this wrong all along. The first thing that becomes very evident to you, Bruce, is the presence is gone. There's no oppressive presence to this module anymore. It is not decreased in power, but whatever entity that you were assaulted by and then Septimus bartered with is not present in this module anymore. Whether that means that it's within that construct in your bag or is fucked off, this thing is no longer hostile to you, I'll say. Is the first thing you would identify. You can certainly start to extract like material from it with a 20. You can start to, take some of the modules off or the interface, move it around to try to understand it. It does seem to have a similar weird fusion of these clockwork structures within behind sort of the interface of it, but also parts of it look organic, but they're not like a fleshy substance. They just look less geometric and more like smooth marble, like the exterior, but in the ways that a sculptor might sculpt marble into flesh. And that's the same way you now kind of realize looking at the orb, where I said it had a fleshy mouth part. You realize that wasn't like skin and flesh that you all have. It was more of a marble, an organic marble that made up part of its body. And this thing is made up of the exact same type of parts as the orbed construct.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll continue with Septimus and extract some things that would be valuable and also informative, or things that we need to study further.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say you have a like sort of like wrapped package of parts from the machine that you can study further or hawk for money.
Perfect.
Sort of like you're like, this looks important. This one is on a lot of things and seems to make a lot of sense. This one lit up when I pressed it. Let's take that. This one has both marble and clockwork. Let's take that. And you've made yourself a little care package to walk out with.
Sweet.
For further investigation.
Can I just say that I was, after I feel sufficiently rested, maybe I would have just maybe having a conversation with Bruce about these parts and just kind of like, we're just kind of nerding out over the different pieces.
Yeah, so I think this is worth something. What do you think, Saskia?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can get some good silver for that for sure. Yeah, that's one over there you might be able to trade for something of a higher value. But that piece right there, I would keep that for dire circumstances.
All right. Let's put that away. I want to keep this. I don't want to sell this.
Okay,
this looks very interesting.
That is very
Septimus, I think so too.
Yeah.
Sass, I imagine you have weird names for things. Like I imagine like Bruce is like, this is clearly this kind of part in a machine. And you were just like, that's a woozy wuzza. Or, or like, that's a, you just are like.
That's a dingle hopper.
Yeah, like when you were scrapping stuff back in Shallow's Gaunt, people would just be like, they didn't know what the parts were.
They just made up names for it.
Exactly.
For sure. 100%.
I got a pile of zingers there.
And also saying kind of out loud. So, Septimus, what kind of happened there? What'd you experience?
How'd you lose an arm? Or actually, I saw that, but why, I guess, is my question.
I was spoken to by I don't know if it was the spirit within the machina we just witnessed or a greater being. But it told me that I should not hide my faith. I guess it's some sort of penance. But no longer will I hide.
You know, hearing none of that, and then watching your arm blow up was a little terrifying.
Fucking scary.
Your arm blew up? Oh, that's right.
And what do you mean you won't hide anymore? Hide in the fact that you like machines?
Keeping my arm hidden. My third, well, I guess second arm now, is to quite put it. Hidden away in my bag. And keeping Sal disguised.
Do you want to move that one out back out here?
I was just about to say that. Might be. I mean, I don't know what use you have of it. If you're able, I had the same idea.
Perhaps later. I'm quite weary from all
Yeah,
this.
I did not mean right now. I need to take a shower. I'm still covered in blood.
You would see Bun would be stepping up there towards you all. She just looks to each of you and just gives a very, very slow nod before collecting Altair, essentially. And she shoves him down the stairs. Like, she seems to have no love for him at this point.
Jeez.
And he does a full Grimo worm tongue fall down these stairs. And kind of like falls to his knees in front of the people he endangered. And they're all have less than satisfied looks towards him now, after they look up towards you all in the open capsule. The Dragonborn seems somewhat sheepish and keep avoiding your gaze. The Knight looks at you all with much more respect, it seems, and understanding, as he sort of takes that gauntlet with the ruby and grips the pommel of his sword and gives you all a nod as they start to make their way towards the back entrance that the stealthers came through.
Sean, I have a question, and I might need to go back and watch the VOD because I don't remember. Did I see the Machina's arm turn into a tentacle, or was that after I went down? Do you remember?
It was after you went down, because
So I wouldn't have seen.
Boris kicked you and knocked you unconscious, and then the tentacle and Fear and fought.
Okay.
Or not the tentacle, the Machina and Fear and fought. So no, you would not have seen that its arm turned into a tentacle.
Okay. Thank you.
They all kind of wander off. I'm going to say, Jacquette, you have your moment with the cutter now. So would you like to just kind of do it right then and there up on the area where you are with them, or take them aside?
Yeah, maybe take them like a little bit a ways, but like close enough that anyone can hear and interject if they want to. I'm not trying to sequester. But yeah, so I just kind of like move them down the staircase a bit, and I go, "So, do you have a name?"
I almost said a name I've already used. And he sort of sighs as he's. I mean, the other thing is you watch him. He's not tied up, but he's acting like he's tied up. Like he's almost instinctually making himself smaller. And he does kind of like sit down and just looks up at you. And there is a somewhat of a calm in the area, despite the fact that there was sort of a lot of tension in the moments before this. But he just sort of looks down and looks back up at you and just says, "Marcus."
All right, Marcus, how do you want this to go down?
I don't want to die.
Of course not, of course not. Do you think going back to the cutters will result in your death?
Maybe. If they judge me a coward.
Are you a coward?
No, I think I'm I think I am a reasonable man who saw only death before him.
I can admire that. A man who knows when it's time to fuck off, if you will. Pretty handy with a crossbow, too.
I have, thank you. You as well.
Leaning down to him, his elbow on his knee, Jacques goes, "How would you like a job, Marcus?"
If it'll keep me alive and out of the cutter's hands, and keep me employed. Yes. Is this?
Fantastic.
He's so confused as he's looking up at you.
Right. You ever been to Hyven?
No. I've lived in Stony Heath my whole life.
You ever know a man by the name of Reardon?
Reardon.
Yeah. He was banished here for his wild magical powers.
Oh! I didn't know Reardon personally, but I remember when that happened. Yeah. Said he wasn't fit to work in the mines or the smithies. Set fire to a whole batch of timber that was coming to the mines.
Did he now?
Yeah. Not the worst of it, but I always felt bad for him. But he's a danger. And then he kind of like the cutter literally like then like looks around like in like fully taking in the hypocrisy of what he just said.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not that bad. He works for me too. So, you know.
We all thought he would have died on the road.
No, he took up with some bandits actually. Did pretty decent for himself until we came along.
Yeah, until you all came along.
Well, I was gonna offer to let you stay here if you want, but with the threat of the cutters, maybe it's best you come back to Hyven. Start anew,
And he looks around at all of the dead cutters around, and then to the like sheepishly defeated leaving Aradunai. Yeah. Change of scenery. What kind of job is this? Adventuring?
You know, I kind of make that up as I go. Kind of. Not less. You do less of the adventuring, more of the grunt work, you know? Reconnaissance, acquisitions. When we're busy with stuff, you do the things that we can't get to.
Oh, so it's very... Okay. I know how to do that. Yeah. Do we talk coin now?
Oh, I like you. You're smart. Sure. 5 silver a week sound good?
Yeah, that'll do. Okay.
Just don't tell Reardon.
Okay.
What you're making, okay? This, you know, wages go between the boss and their employees, right?
Is that illegal?
I don't think there's labor laws in Hyven.
No, there's
that's
not.
That's not the governor's way.
Yeah, you're paying 5 silver a week. That's fine. I won't tell anybody. There are opportunities to make more.
Sure. Do a good job. You can always make your own coin once, you know, you've learned the lay of the land.
Yeah, okay. All right. Making your own coin. Your own abilities. Yeah, that's kind of what the cutters were supposed to be about.
Yeah, it kind of seems like that Boris guy, you know, was a little more my way in the highway than what you guys seem to preach, the egalitarian way.
He looks over and then you just see like, because you're like not that far, but just like Boris is just like massacred body there. just like complete like jaw unhinged off, and just and the guy just sort of like shakes his head as you say that. Even though you kind of trailed off, he's like, yeah. And you see the gears turning in his head now.
Machina!
Just like you saw with Reardon when you talked to him, just like you saw in what's his name when you talked with him, and all of your current employees all suddenly thinking about the lives they can make for themselves working for Jacques Touchard.
Oh yeah, I made Reardon walk back, but you can probably come back on the ship with us. We're down in the docks, the little wharf or whatever, the wicker wharf, on the ship, utterly seaworthy. If you've got some stuff, feel free to collect it and meet us down there. Just tell the shipmates that you're friends with Jacques, and I'll take care of everything.
Okay, yeah, I think I can do that. Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't thank me yet. As he kind of claps him on the back and goes, "Getting to the boat's your first test." He gestures to the front entrance and goes, "Be careful of the big blue guy on your way out that way," and then gesturing over his shoulder to the secret passageway, "avoid your old companions. I don't think they'll take too kindly to seeing you here."
And you see he's literally like, as you say that and pat him on the back, he takes a couple steps and kind of stumbles over a rock and like is looking back and forth like, Here, would you still be thrashing?
I mean, if you had a whole short rest, I'd probably be less thrashing and more frustratingly, like, basically I'm just like sitting around shooting frost bolts at like glass bottles.
Yeah, he looks to the left and hears
he
hears a frostbolt shatter a glass bottle, and the frostbolt, I imagine, like when you fire those off, has like that same like creepy sound of like rocks sliding across a frozen lake. As he then's like, I think I'll take my chances in the back way.
That's the spirit.
As he nervously walks away, continuously looking over his shoulder like all of the people Jacques hires, waiting for a bolt to the back.
And when he leaves, Jacques gonna kind of merrily bound up the steps to the other three and go, "I always love making new friends, don't you?"
Did you hire another one?
Oh, yeah. Can't have too many friends.
You need to redefine what the word friend means.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to buy them. So I've been told.
That's why we question our relationship with you all the time.
What, you want silver? Look, how's this? And he's gonna toss the damaged half plate to Bruce and goes, It's a little too much for me. It's making me encumbered. But if you take this, fix it up at a blacksmith, I think you'll find yourself much more able to take a few hits.
Take it to a blacksmith. I could do this.
Don't have too much confidence.
Bruce just gives him a side eye.
So are we going to try and mend the relationship here, or are we saving that for another time?
What? Oh, yeah.
That's one. I mean, I feel like it's something we could probably talk about on the ship back. Yeah?
Look, I don't care. My opinion of Fearin is unchanged. My
Alright,
opinion
well,
of all
maybe
of you is unchanged.
I shouldn't have asked you. Septimus, what do you think?
Did we go through our short rest?
Yeah, I'll say you're coming to the end of it. You're all at the end of the rest, sitting in up at the top. Nettle is still there. She didn't leave with the Aradunai because she's not actually one of them. She just is a sweet person and wanted to let them go. She actually is like coming up now as you all are having this conversation, and like she's if you look at her, she'll smile at you, but she's actually making her way directly to the capsule where you all were studying. One, she's collecting her own tools that are scattered about because she was working on this, but she is circling it now and like examining it, and she's putting her hands up to it, giving it a much more thorough examination than she's probably been able to, given that she was under somewhat duress, even though she didn't exhibit those behaviors. But you can finish that conversation, and you can talk more with her after if you'd like, but she is, just so you all know, she is still there.
What do you think, Septimus?
I have nothing to say right now.
I mean, I was half expecting him to just hit me in the back when I disagreed with him. I think he needs to apologize to Septimus. And even then, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, actually, no, he's right, Septimus. You cast a few spells on him, didn't you?
I did.
So it sounds like you're both at fault, yeah?
Well, I think that's something
Yeah.
we need to discuss then.
We don't have to do it right now, and I don't think this is the best place to do it. I think you both need to wait a minute, maybe longer than that, to cool off. I don't know. I have not been able to keep a steady relationship for this is actually the longest relationship I've ever had with anybody, so I'm just kind of talking out of my ass here, but that's would be my instinct. What?
I was just saying it's common of you to talk out of your ass, Jacquet says,
thank you for
glaring at her.
recognizing that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Fucking prick. So I say that you leave it alone, both of you. Leave it alone. I actually will go and tell him the same thing, to leave it alone. We leave here, and we talk about it on the ship.
No arguing in front of my new friend.
What friend? Oh, the one that you just left?
Marcus. You gotta test your friends.
Right. All right. I'm gonna go... does that sound agreeable? Septimus?
That's fine with me.
Okay. You don't have to do anything right now, and in fact, I might recommend you do something about your arm. That should be your top priority. Just to care for it, put a bandage on it or something.
Well, it is mended. As far as like the whole when I cast healing word, I think Sean
Right.
said like
Yeah, it definitely looks
I forgot you
it
did
definitely looks gnarly, and it is the kind of thing that,
Bardly.
as like in a weird way, I find sometimes that the healing spells at this point are like almost like a bit of sculpting has to come into play during like short rests, long rests, to make sure that you don't have like really bad scarage, but also like especially for someone who's like maybe has some intentions of replacing that arm with mechanical parts.
What?
But
Right, I take that back. Then I'd finish up here with this. I'm gonna go talk to Fearn. Bye. And I just go down the stairs, and I'm gonna go find Fearn.
as you step away from Septimus and Bruce and Jacquet, Diana would approach you, Septimus, and sort of like look to both you and Bruce, and she would sort of gently kneel down with you where you were sitting to rest, and she would look at you, Septimus, with these very kind eyes. She can notice sort of the somewhat dour expression on your face. She would just say, "The two of you interacted with the construct too."
Yeah, but I had more negative interaction with it.
Were you spoken to as well?
I received some visions. I couldn't understand whatever was speaking, but I saw things. Things that felt relevant to my own research. If you were really sent here to rescue me, I am sure you were sent on behalf of the university.
We were. We first stopped at your secluded cabin outside of town, where we saw many of your notes. There's some questions that I would like to ponder too, seeing as though you've had these visions as well.
And did you... The only word I could make out was lacuna.
It is apparently the name of the being, from what I presume.
And I think this being, and you see a little bit of excitement get into her. She's forgetting that you all just went through combat, and she was just sort of hiding on the side. And she's, that being, yes. I think if you read my notes in my cabin, you would have seen the star that I spoke of. This being, it must be connected to this star, this location. If there's this capsule here, and it's all corresponding with the great storm of last year, something is happening.
Septimus will just put a hand up, like, please. I am quite interested, but I'm weary from what just happened. Would you be joining
I'm so
us
sorry.
back? Will you be joining us back to Hyphen to give your findings to the university?
I'm not sure. With what you can share with me and what I've discovered here, and this location must be relevant, I think I need to continue studying the star. If it's a short enough trip, perhaps, but I don't know if I'm ready to leave just yet.
If not, maybe just a nice recap of everything you've been through to ease the mind of Professor Sigil. He's the one who asked us to check in on you.
Well, that makes sense. He's a warrior. Not a warrior, a warrior. You know what I mean.
Yes.
Yes, he would be most interested in what I've discovered. And to learn that it's a machina down here and not what everyone assumed with the spirits. Yes, you all must need to rest. I will return to the surface with you, and I'll stop by my cabin and gather some of my notes and see if I can put something together for you to bring back to Sigil. If I don't decide to come with you south. And of course, if I don't decide to come with you south, you're always welcome up here in my cabin. And always welcome to find a friend in Stony Heath.
Well, it's good to know.
Of course, thank you for rescuing me. As your friend here said, I don't know what would have happened. Truthfully, I think that the cutters would have taken me after killing the Aradunai and held me hostage in order to acquire stakes in the mine, and then I may have died, or I may have been injured, but either way, would have been down here a lot longer and not doing the proper research. So thank you.
Of course. We're Iron and Mana. It's what we do.
Yes, well, I do look forward to speaking with you about what you saw. Well, shall we, make for the surface, so to speak?
Jacquette's gonna listen to hear if there's any frost bolts or anything going off.
Yeah, Sass, we can cut to that.
Yeah, so as I am approaching the entryway where I heard Fionn firing off some of those frost bolts, I will, as I'm approaching, listen. When I hear one, then I will send in an Eldritch Blast to let him know I'm here, and to fucking hold it. I'm not aiming for him. I'm aiming for just like a crate or something that's in there just to announce my presence. And so I will do that. My what color did I say my Eldritch Blast was? Is it
greenish, I think?
Green, seaweedy. Yep,
Sea
so
green, sea foam green.
seafoam green. Oh, so pretty. So Fearn, you would see as you're firing off your frost bolts, you would just see from the entrance of the other chamber my greenish energy come and explode a crate or something nearby, and then you would just hear me say, I need to have a word, but I need you to stop firing shit first before I come in here.
Fearn puts his arm down and just slowly turns towards her and says, "You come to yell at me too?"
No. Well, yes, but now that you said that, no. Listen. You did some shit. Septimus did some shit. I think the two of you need to, and like I said to them, I don't know how to hold on to relationships, so I don't know if this is fucking the way to do it, but what makes sense to me is you just leave each other alone until we get back onto the ship, and then we sit and we talk about it. No weapons, no magic.
What makes sense to me is the fact that he betrayed me, and everybody thinks that that's fine because we're a group. Why aren't you mad? He's been lying to us.
But you betrayed him too. He asked you to stop and you didn't. So you're both at fault here. Alright, and I need you just to sit with that for a little while. And I already talked to him, he's agreed. You guys are going to talk about it on the ship. Just, you can say whatever you want there. But we need to get out of here.
Give me my backpack back.
I don't fucking have it.
Fine.
Or yeah, you would have been able to find that backpack before. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I
right,
mean,
it's
it
over
would have
there.
been.
It's sitting right
Fearn
next
would
to
have
you.
stormed off without it. I think it was returned by.
You would have been. You would have been able to get it from the knight. The knight is the one who took them.
All right, fine.
It's sitting right next to you. You're allowed to have these feelings, Fearn. You're allowed to be mad. You're allowed to express your anger. And he is too. You both are. And you're both right in your own way, but for the love of the sea, I need you to fucking calm down.
I am calm.
Good.
He won't explain himself, so I've got nothing to say to him.
You don't fucking know that.
I do.
Did you give him a chance?
I did. He walked away.
When? When was that? Remind me, because I don't actually remember.
Fearn's frustrated, but he takes a second, and you could see him exhale, and he says, "After the fight, I gave him a chance to explain himself."
This fight?
Yes.
Fearn!
He ignored me.
Fearn! Are you he lost a fucking arm, Fearn. You need to give him another chance after he's had some rest. I'm sure he would do the same for you.
I'll give him a chance if he explains himself.
Okay, just get to the ship. Please, just get to the fucking ship, okay?
Fine.
Thank you. Do you need help carrying your bag?
No.
Okay, let's go.
Fearn's gonna walk off right now. He's not waiting for the group. If Saskia doesn't come with him, he's just gonna walk to the ship.
I'm gonna stick my head and it's like, we're good. Come on.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Nettle looks to you and says, "Are you leaving tonight, or can I at least check in with you in the morning before you leave?"
What time of day is it?
It's pretty late. You guys waited till the sun was setting to start this, so you're
Right.
It's probably around 7 o'clock at night.
And what was our agreement with the ship? Utterly seaworthy. I think we had said 2 days at port.
You had said 2 days, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Jacques will say I think we're gonna spend the night. I don't really feel like sailing at night at the moment.
Sure, I don't really care. I just need a shower.
All right.
We'll make way first thing in the morning.
Sorry, Bruce, you keep talking about a shower. What is that exactly? I know, like, when it rains, it showers, but...
So, back in Halcyon, we have plumbing. Do you know what plumbing is?
No.
Oh, well, anyway, it's like running water, except it's pressurized. So it comes out from the ceiling, and you could just kind of stand there and enjoy water, cleaning your body.
And while we continue to discuss showers and plumbing, we can move on.
Yeah, you all at your own pace, Bruce or Fearn, ahead of everyone, head back to to get another room at the Hero Scroll, or you can spend the night on the ship, depending on if you're looking to spend money. And I think a lot of you are just going to immediately collapse, whichever option you choose at this point, given your absolute devastation of your bodies from that fight. Other than Jacquet, who's perfectly healthy.
Again,
not a scratch, because he's roguing correctly.
Fearn isn't bloodied either.
It's because that machina could not hit you. But I think wherever you find rest, you'll find rest, and you can reconvene in the morning. And I think that's where we will end for the evening. And well, because you didn't let me say it, I'm gonna say no level up because you interrupted me. Because you interrupted me,
for it.
and you gotta wait till next week to find out.
Damn it!
I was chanting you. I was doing a build.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Everyone except Alex levels up tonight. Alex levels up next week.
That makes sense to me.
But no, yes, you have accomplished clearing out the mines for whatever its fate may be, and also unlocked a mystery with this machina that you have collected, and can return to Hyven having completed this arc, and you have leveled up, or will level up when you wake up the next morning. Alrighty, folks, that's it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us wherever you are in the world or internet. We hope to see you again soon in Paradise. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good holiday season wherever you are. And yeah. And we'll see you soon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.